The topics are right there.
Okay, I hope.
Have you got them all in one now? Are they all in your message?
Yeah,
yeah,
they are.
Okay, cool.
I made sure to do that. This is going to be very interesting because I think we did decent research.
Oh, research? Here's research on a podcast?
Like just for topics and stuff to make it fresh.
I'm going to like Discord.
Right, there's the link.
Not disturb.
I hope it's okay. I thought it was unlisted for a second. I'm like, well, this is for a second I thought it was just completely unlisted.
Are we streaming now?
You just pasted my wiki article into the description?
Like the first sentence. Just for like sampler.
Formerly -:. Oh, that was so long ago.
I was gonna do something. Oh yeah.
You're gonna resurface my tweets from when I was like literally 13.
We can.
I didn't even know you. I didn't even know you had a Twitter account that old.
Yeah, I made my Twitter like a couple days after I turned 13, and it wasn't like oh, I'm 13, I can use Twitter now. That's just kind of when I discovered the platform.
I have one from like 2011, and it is so funny because the pictures are like 240 pixels.
Oh my god.
Making social media when you're young, if there's a will, there's a way. It will just happen.
And I've been hearing a lot of talk about like, oh, schools want to ban social media, ban phones. And honestly, when it comes to like middle schools, maybe it's because I've graduated and I'm not there anymore, but like, honestly, do it.
You know what's fucked up?
Yeah.
Here, might as well swap to the main scene now. So, all right. So we were talking about, So you know what's fucked up?
What is fucked up?
My high school put like cellular blockers. I thought that was real. Yeah. My high school like put like cellular blockers up that would block cellular modems.
So
you couldn't even call people.
That's brutal.
Like that's bad.
What if it was an emergency?
Yeah,
like, that's what I'm
thought.
thinking.
That's a really bad thing. Like really bad. I don't know what the fuck. I don't know how shit like that gets passed through like the Board of Education.
No,
yeah, we're gonna talk about school the whole time, by the way.
Yeah.
I'm done school, at least this year.
Yeah, I am
too. Back in like April.
Yeah, I'm done with that shit.
Are you in college?
Yeah. Just finished my second year.
What are you majoring in?
Computer science. Go figure.
Nice.
Of course, yeah.
I'm not in college, but I should be.
I'm in college for another 2 weeks, and then I'm fucking off.
And Finn, you should spill the beans on that.
What? I mean, I've made a post, but yeah, I'm dropping out because I do not like the course.
I still don't really know what I'm doing after college. That's the problem.
That's what I'm thinking as well. I'm just thinking, like, what am I even going to do? This is just more debt. I can just, like...
I'm lucky to have YouTube, but to me, YouTube is like a buffer period for me to figure out what I should actually be doing.
I'm not expecting it to last forever, but while I do figure out what I'm actually going to do, YouTube is a very good thing to do. Instead of having to, like, work stacking shelves or something, like, this is...
And it's passive.
Massively better. Yeah.
Yeah,
like, even if I don't
my
upload
favorite part.
So like I could go a couple months without making a video, and it's like if you just log back into Cookie Clicker a few weeks later and you see you've actually made significant progress somehow, just not as much as you could be making.
That's the hardest part of the job. We all know that. Like you're your own boss. You have to be motivated.
I got to figure out what to do. Everyone's getting
going back to
but like I don't want to work. I don't want to be someone's just like coffee servant.
Yeah. I mean, technically, we're YouTube servants. We just
the most job research I've done is just listening to like pirate software say like, "Oh, go make a video game," and I'm like, "Yeah." That's where I'm at.
Yeah.
I don't know. I need to get my shit together, to be honest.
Are my Fumo's going to appear on stream?
I
shot where you can see him. Oh, there
should I get all of mine? Should I put all of mine in the background?
Fumos.
I'll put them on the bed.
All 13 of them. My hand is conveniently blocking the paint that's been scraped off my wall.
Don't say anything about my unmade bed, or I will get angry and cry.
If you see less plushies in my background, that's because I'm literally running out of room for them, so I had to start playing favorites.
Oh no.
Yeah, I'm up to 13 Fumos.
Dude, you want to see my favorite one?
Sure.
It's like lodged behind here. Hold on. This is my favorite one. I forget their name, but
that's
Look how
I
dusty
do not
it
know
is.
their name, but they look awesome. Hi, chat. It's me. Cologne.
Jeez.
My favorite one.
Colin.
See, I have Fumos. I'm clearly not doing things right.
Yeah.
There's no shame if you don't own Fumos. It's just really fun if you do.
I'm feeling the no Fumo shame right now.
I like this one too.
Oh,
All right, are all of them in the frame? Oh wait,
I have a
here we
blahage.
go.
That's enough.
Yeah, I recently
that's my
caved and
camera.
got all 6 of the Vocaloid Fumos. Because when they came out, I was like, okay, I need to get Miku, and maybe I'll also. I usually get like 2 Fumos at a time, just because shipping's expensive anyways.
You have the real
Like,
ones?
okay. Yeah, so I'll get like, okay,
Yeah,
maybe I'll
nice.
get like Miku and Len, because I like those 2. But then I'm like, wait, if I get Len, I have to also get Rin. And I'm like, okay, but I also kind of want Kaito, because I like him. So I got those 4. And then when Chirino was in stock, I realized I could add more to my purchase with no additional shipping price. So I just also caved and got Luca and Mako. Now I have all 6.
Are you missing any?
The Vocaloids, no. The Fumos, yes. Aku.
God, there must be a fucking million of them.
They just launched Aku, which is like she's the one whose theme song is Nuclear Fusion, the one in Yatagarasu.
Oh.
So she's coming, and then I think in a few months they're launching Ran Yakumo, which is literally the Kitsune character. So you already know I'm getting that, and then I'm probably gonna stop after that because that's
that's what everyone says. And then like one comes out, it's like, oh god, I gotta have it.
It's like an addiction.
If they can tempt me, I'll get another one. But I'm slowing down now. Okay, turn off my camera.
Dude, that's like funny because I only bought 4 and then stopped. I could have just kept going.
So
I'm pretty sure there's a
Fumo
missing
podcast.
Yeah, it is.
As it should be.
I don't feel like being on camera, so that's gonna be my webcam.
We're Geometry Dash players. This is what we do.
Yeah, everyone needs a Fumo at some point.
Yeah, I'm
it's
gonna
kind
have
of
to
like
get one now. How much do they
it's like
cost? How much are
staring at,
Fumos?
I think Colin should
One
answer this. He
Fumo.
probably knows the market better than I do.
I think it's like
Fumo Birmingham. That's a bar.
I think each one is like 6,000 yen, so like 60 Canadian, and you have to ship them.
Yeah,
It's good to get multiple in one batch.
I'm gonna get crucified by the Fumo community, but I bought like the.
All right.
I didn't buy like the very authentic ones because I don't want to spend $300.
No, yeah, I can literally see that just from looks. There's no shame though.
Tell.
Your Fumos are fake as fuck, but they're still friends.
Dude, my friends
and everyone in the Fumo community collectively agrees that fakes are fine. They're just.
I guess as long as it's not.
As long as you love your
fake,
Fumos. As long as you love your Fumos, it's okay.
Well, as long as they're treated with care.
I have a friend.
It's okay if they're not valid.
I know somebody with a friend who like actually is religious about that. Like, if you have fake Fumos, you're just like you're horrible, and you're like.
What, he'll like cut you off.
They missed
I don't know
point.
about that, but
they missed the point.
They know who I'm talking about if they're watching. But yeah, that's my collection. So.
Jeez.
Yeah, it retails for like
collection.
Let me think. I got them all for like $34 each or something.
What is a Fumo? A Fumo, Devadatta, is just a Toho plushie, and they have the silly eyes.
Yeah,
they have a bit of a cult following.
Do they have Toho but for boys? Yeah, it's called TF2. Dude, I've never even played Toho.
I've actually never played Toho either. It's on my backlog. I know the games I want to start on, but like I still have a huge backlog. And right now I'm working on a video, so all games are being set aside. I have so many games I have to play right now.
God,
Still
man,
never finished
tell me about
Chicory. I just finished Animal Well, which was really fun.
The last game,
I got to get around to Undertale Yellow. That's probably next.
The last game I fully finished was Binding of Isaac, and that was in March. I think.
It's a pretty heavy game to finish.
Have you played it?
Yeah.
Dude, I love that game.
How do you define finishing it? Like, are we talking Dead God?
I got Dead God, yeah.
Okay.
Actually, if you want to get really technical,
okay?
I wasn't. You want to
How
know
long
what
does that
started
take?
to fuck with my head?
I haven't touched Isaac as much lately, but I used to play it a ton, and
It's
I
a
still
grind, yeah.
I still do the Isaac-hole every day. It's like the Wordle, but you have to guess the Isaac item.
That's a thing? I need to tap in.
Isaac.
I usually get it in like 3 or 4 now, but I also use
I-
Platinum God, which
my
you could
knowledge is
argue is
so-
cheating, but like I'm not memorizing literally 800 items.
I memorized a lot of them. I mean, there's some though that's like I don't remember, like Sanguine Blood. Like hello.
I think all the GD wordles are just like name the song. Otherwise, the closest thing to that is like Sparky.
Yeah, but like, do you have Dead God?
No, not even close.
Okay.
I made significant progress into all the characters that I like.
Yeah.
But then I never really went past that.
We'll move on from Isaac in a second, but I will say, as being part of the club, the one I fucked up. I made a mistake. You know what I did? I never did the dailies, and so it was at the very end, and I was like, "Oh no, dude."
That's the same as me. I got into doing dailies like really late into it, but then I stopped. That's when I stopped. Dailies are actually
you know
pretty
what the worst one was? The worst one was I think it was.
Yeah, they do like the joke dailies sometimes.
I'm pretty sure. What's the achievement? I think it's like getting 30 of them in a row.
No, that's brutal.
It's something like that. It might be like 20.
I think it is
30. That actually was so painful because I knew that every time I died, like it was a whole day added to the timer, and it would just. I don't really get mad at games much anymore, but holy shit.
No, yeah, that's a pretty brutal achievement. I don't think games should do stuff like that.
It's always for like the same Isaac shit. Like, give me a key. Like, come on.
Like, I mean, games with dailies, like Bloons and Geometry Dash, both have achievements for just like beat 365 dailies, which is fine. It's annoying, but fine. But once you add in a row, I think that's just a straight up waste of time.
I think it's called marathon. I think it's 15.
Also, you have to disable all your mods for dailies, which is really annoying.
Yep. No Lego studs. No tainted wasp. Nothing like that.
No specialist dance.
Best mod.
My Isaac mod list is hilarious. This probably isn't the right place to talk about it, but I just have so many hilarious mods that I installed. They're all like the funny cosmetic ones.
Oh yeah, I have like the cat lost, the wasp, like where it got cat ears. I got the cat ears for Hush, stuff like that. Because
I think my lost is just the how did you do in PE face.
Oh yeah, the from like the Tainted Lost Experience YouTube thumbnail.
Yeah, I think it's that one.
Yeah, I don't know. If we're gonna get technical, I still technically haven't quit or haven't beaten it because do you know about infinity %?
Yeah, the 3 files.
Fuck that, dude.
Don't.
There is one GD player that I know who's done it. Do you know who it is?
Who?
Shoxidian.
Wait, really?
Yeah. Shoxidian is the only GD player I know that has done it.
It's just doing the same thing 3 times. Why?
Yeah, like no. Ed is like, you know what? Yeah, yeah. Anyone who plays Isaac knows the pain.
I love the Basement podcast.
Yeah, I don't know the pain because I've never played this game before.
Dude, I can
how
tell
long
you
does it take
up,
to like do what you have achieved in
a long
time?
Isaac is one of the most replayable roguelites you will ever play.
That makes it amazing. Yeah, because so I don't know how much I want to say without spoiling it because it is that good that I wouldn't spoil it. But basically, I think there's 32 characters, and each character has 12 marks. Something like that. And each character is different, like the tainted ones are. But yeah. I got really good at the game because you have to play Tainted Lost.
Yeah.
And it's not fun, but once you get good, it is really fun because, you start with high damage. Their items are much more rewarding.
The thing about Isaac is that sometimes you have just really awful runs, and other times you just have like the most memorable runs you will ever experience.
Yeah.
I feel like there's rarely a middle ground, and that's what makes the game so awesome to me.
There was a period of time where I would just grind Tainted Lost and nothing else, even though I already had the marks, because I just I enjoyed it that much because it was so easy to get a god run.
Yeah, Tainted Lost it looks really hard on the surface, but it's pretty forgiving once you like understand it.
Yeah, it's good. Now
it's just the long and drawn out stuff like boss rush, which really gets annoying.
Yeah, I don't even. You know what I do a lot of the time? I just use the Fool to get out.
Yeah, that's fair.
And then if I'm doing Beast, I can just do that.
Mm-hmm.
We've been going on for a while now. Is B-Gram going to replace Iced Cave? I don't even know where Iced Cave is, to be honest. He's probably dead. I don't know.
Yeah, he's taken a break, as far as we know. But
oh, by the way, Colin.
Hi.
Why is that your name?
Oh, I did a video about this a long time ago, but it's pretty ancient. Basically, okay, so there's the story I tell people, and then there's what actually happened. Oh no! Every question I'm just gonna go off so long about. Right.
Oh,
so
that's good.
When I was really, really little, we're talking like the DS download play days, where you just like set a name for yourself on the DS. I think I used the name like, I think it was like Q-tip or something. But my older brother used Slash. I don't know why he used Slash, but it sounded cool. Probably like the sword sound, but I kind of interpreted it as the punctuation mark. So I thought it'd be funny because we were playing like Mario versus Luigi together or something. If suddenly he saw someone named Colin join, like, oh, it's two punctuation marks going off together. So I changed my name to Colin, and then it just kind of stuck. I kept it. So yeah, I just kind of stuck around as Colin. Then like I made my Minecraft account Colin, and I just started using it for everything. And
very interesting.
I grabbed the name on geometrydash. Yeah, it is. As much as I'd love to change it to something else, it's so iconic now. Like I've been using this name for over a decade. I can't just.
That's the same thing with me.
Mm-hmm. It's the same thing with everyone. Everyone makes their stupid ass usernames when they're little, and everyone makes their stupid ass emails when they're little.
Yeah, when I was 9 years old, I haven't even spelt my email right. It's meant to be Minecraft FNMO4, but it's Minecraft because I couldn't spell when I was a child.
Bunnies Rule 64 at gmail.com sending in their resume to work at like.
Yeah.
I have too many emails, dude.
My emails, it's nothing special.
Dude, I have over 30. Like, it's a problem.
I have like 3 main ones. I have like a main one, a burner-ish one, and then the one I use for YouTube.
Yeah, I have like.
But yeah, the story I don't really tell about my username is why I picked Colin as the punctuation mark. It's because it came from a Big Nate comic, which I was like the biggest Big Nate fan when I was younger. I got so much humor from that freaking comic series.
What is Big Nate?
Like it's a comic. It's like wimpy kid, but actually funny. I have like every book literally sitting on the shelf right above me.
Yeah.
It's the guy. He has the funky hair, and he has his friends who's like the one is like the nerd.
Yeah, I've seen.
All right,
Big Nate rocks. Like some of the comics still go pretty
I
hard.
deafened on accident.
They recently did a TV show, and the TV show was awful just because it was basically it had the same characters and the same settings, but their personalities were not the same. It's like, it's like if you just take the characters and then do zero research of what they're actually like. Like they basically changed them into completely different people, and it sucked. But yeah, there was this one comic where like I think Nate was like, I need a cool name for myself, maybe something like a punctuation name. And then I think Francis is like, oh, I've always thought of you as a Colin. I'm like, ooh, I think that comic came to mind while I was picking the name, and that's why yeah, that's where that came from.
You know what's something interesting? Seeing things like Diary of a Wimpy Kid as an adult. That guy's going to die with a rock if he doesn't stop.
Kill him. It's been a long time since I've read Wimpy Kid. I stopped after funny? Like.
Growing up is realizing Greg is a dick.
Yeah, he's a literal sociopath.
But he is.
He's crazy.
It's such a reflection of like that childhood like peer pressure. Just being like, dude, come on.
It's just weird. Have you noticed have you noticed like every book you read in like middle school, all like the cool kid books are always like, it's like, yeah, the main character is always an absolute menace that like
they're always
hates grown-ups,
dude,
hates
Riley
school,
was
hates all authority.
Yeah. Poor Riley, dude. Remember when he broke his arm?
Yeah, no.
I think it was his arm.
Nuts. Again, I haven't read past like 1 or 2 past Cabin Fever.
That's when I stopped because I was just growing
stopped
up.
At Cabin
I mean,
Fever,
there's still new books coming out.
Is there?
I'm glad Jeff Kinney found something he enjoyed and just does it.
Yeah, he's still very active on social media, which is cool.
Maybe we should get him on.
Hell yeah, he's been on some podcasts before.
Oh, has he?
We can just say this is a podcast about like drawing dashed lines.
The funniest thing though is when people say that, like, it's so true though that with SpongeBob, as a kid you love SpongeBob, as an adult you love Squidward and hate SpongeBob. And
oh yeah,
it's such a seamless transition though.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, Squidward.
Everyone
was just
grows
trying
up
to
as a
vibe the whole
SpongeBob
time.
into a Squidward. When I
Not
say SpongeBob,
exactly
I refer
wrong.
to up to like season 3. After that, things kind of fall off.
What even is
becomes,
new
like,
SpongeBob?
Everyone just becomes like super flanderized. It's really messed up.
Didn't they? What's the creator's name? I forgot.
Steven Hildenberg.
Yeah. Wasn't he very adamant on not making a lot of SpongeBob merch when he was alive because he didn't want to pollute the oceans? And then he died, and they just started mass producing that stuff. Didn't that happen?
Yeah.
Like, damn, dude.
SpongeBob, every now and then they seem to drop a good episode, but for the most of it, it's kind of lost everything that made it special.
Yeah, I mean,
but the old episodes, I don't know if it's still like this, but for some reason, if you try to upload a SpongeBob episode to YouTube, it gets blocked in every country except Canada. So I could just watch like all the SpongeBob stuff.
Maybe Canada.
And I watched
got
the first 3 seasons right from YouTube, and God, it's such a good show. Similar with Calvin and Hobbes merch. Yeah,
the old art style is also like
the freaking Calvin pissing image. That's not. We have the whole Calvin and Hobbes collection at home. I've read through it multiple times when I was really young, but it's been a while. Maybe I should read it again so I actually understand more of the jokes. Calvin and Hobbes goes so hard.
Oh yeah. Speaking of SpongeBob, I think the guy who played the hand died like last week?
Really?
You remember like the hand in SpongeBob?
Yes, that wasn't just like.
I know it wasn't just
Tom
that,
Kenny?
but
usually Tom Kenny does a lot of like the human.
I thought it was somebody else. It might have been the guy who voiced him. I don't know. I read about that. Whether it's true or not. Yeah, hand jump scare.
Oh my God, you're right. The hand is named Hans, and it was played by Peter Bennett.
Yeah, Peter Bennett.
Huh.
Yeah, dude, I hope Tom Kenny lives till 250.
Tom Kenny I love him.
Same with Bill Fagerbucky.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, there is a slur in his name, but it's okay.
Yeah.
Okay, I gotta ask you this because I'm kind of interested. I'm sure it just came from like just kids spamming, but where the fuck did the I love GD Cologne thing come from? Like, do you know? Like, is there like a direct origin?
Yes, that came from my last year. I think it was a year ago. I made a video called "Making Terrible Geometry Dash Shorts." And do you remember I love Undertime Slopper?
No, I don't know about that.
There was this meme where there's this TikToker called Undertime Slopper where he makes like these really surreal videos, and then he always ends it with a clip of a streamer going, "I love Underline Slopper," like saying his name wrong because he was just reading it off of chat. And so it became a total meme. I think J Schlapp popularized it. But when I was making my terrible GD short for the video, I kind of planned this in advance, but I really wanted to hit up Wolsey and say like, hey, it would be so funny if I just got a clip of you going, "I love GD Cologne." And then I put that at the end of my video. And then he did it. He sent it to me. I put it in the video, and then it just took off. And I actually really like it because I think I prefer... I do think it's nice when people call me Cologne over Colon because they're both not great, but I think Cologne is significantly less weird.
More complimentary.
So I'll take it.
I guess it's like the formal greeting.
Mm-hmm. It reminds me of those tweets, those like really old tweets where it's like girls tweeting like when you can smell his colon.
Yeah.
Because they don't know how to spell cologne.
No, yeah. Every time that happens, I get tagged like crazy.
Yeah.
That
anything has the word colon,
effect.
I'm getting tagged in it.
Why is cologne spelled like that?
God. Do I have to go through all the Undertime Slopper lore? There's like the frog guy.
I'm curious about like
lore goes crazy.
I'm curious about how you discovered GD. I wonder if it's just you found it or like a friend told you.
I don't remember 100%, but what I believe happened was, hold on, let me look up when this was. Okay. It was June 23, 2014, so almost 10 years ago. PewDiePie uploaded this video where he plays the Impossible game, but shocks himself every time he swears. And I was like, damn, this Impossible game is really cool. I'm going to start playing it. So I started playing the Impossible game for a while. I got really into it. And I think at some point, this was like June 2014. So I think like Geometry Dash like was brand new at the time. I think it was like less than a year old. This was back when like an update would take like a few weeks. So like every few weeks you get a new RobTop level. That's so weird to think about.
That's weird.
But yeah, so I think there were some cases where I'd be playing the game and someone would go like, "Oh, that looks a lot like Geometry Dash." And I'm like, "What's Geometry Dash? Is that just like another game name for the Impossible game?" And I think at some point we were going on a vacation somewhere. I think it might have been to Mexico. I don't know for sure, but I wanted to install some games for the plane ride. So I was like, sure, I'll try this Geometry Dash game. I actually believe I skipped the light version because I had like some spare Google Play credit and just like bought the full version right away. Fun fact about that, actually, I bought the... Yeah, I did buy the light version, but was like, wait, this is just the Impossible game, but like it's a little more decorated. And then I uninstalled it, actually. I didn't even reach the first ship in Stereo Madness before making that decision because I thought this game was like the copy. But then I decided to re-download it for this plane ride, this time the full version. So I was really getting into it. The day I downloaded it, I still have the receipt on Google Play. I think it's December 24th, 2014, which is the exact day that Geometry Dash released on Steam. And this was just me installing it onto my tablet. It was
the stars aligned with that one.
It was 1.9.0. So I think a couple weeks later, there was a patch that added like layers to the editor and stuff like that and a higher object limit. That was like 1.9.2. So that update came when I was already a little bit well into playing the game. And it's like, oh, this game gets frequent updates. That's nice. But yeah, so I immediately got into playing the game. I made like a custom level in the airport called Chaos, which is uploaded on my account now. It's wild. After that, I think I got into the Geometry Dash Google Plus community where everyone was hanging out. Just chilling there. I mostly played main levels, but at some point I got into custom levels. I believe the first custom level I ever played was Level Up by Vipebrain because the first thing I did was went to the creators leaderboard thinking that was like the developers of the game. And Vipebrain was at the top. And his most recent level was Level Up. So that was like my first custom level I played. And I only actually beat it a few months ago. Yeah, I was hanging out on the Geometry Dash Google Plus community, probably spamming. I was like 12 or I don't even know how young I was, maybe even 11, but I was just like spamming straight up cringe on that place. People were definitely getting sick of it.
Yeah.
Eventually, I even started like I think I made my YouTube channel just to share some videos there. Because like, hey guys, look what I did. I beat Theory of Everything. I'd recorded and I posted the link to Google Plus and some people would watch it. At some point, Eric Van Wilderman got into Geometry Dash, and I think my first video I watched him have was like when he was beating Theory of Everything, but like every time he died, he had to eat dog food.
Oh,
and then
he should go back to doing stuff like that.
No, yeah. I was watching his GD videos right from the start, and he just killed it because like he went through like all the main levels. Then he went into like some weird custom levels like Chicken Techno or whatever, and then I think map packs. And yeah, he was nailing it right from the start. I'm so glad to see him hit 1 million subscribers.
I used to watch him religiously back in the day.
And there was also this whole era where he was very experimental. Like Geometry Dash was far from the only game he would play. He went into every game with like such a great attitude. He introduced me to a lot of ones that I would go on to play for myself.
EVW next guest. I don't think he would do this.
He's just a fantastic guy.
I don't think he would do something like this, but who knows?
I think he would.
Yeah. I'd have to make sure, like, I've actually thought about that with some people. There's somebody that we're going to have on in like 2 weeks who, like, I wonder if I can even swear. Like, it'll be interesting. I'm sure they don't care, you know. But, like, you know, EVW has a very wide audience. It's a lot of young people. So I don't want to come in here and, like, disrespect that.
I have a very interesting swearing rule for my videos. I try not to swear because I have a pretty big audience, but most importantly, I feel like in most cases you don't actually get that much from swearing. You can usually convey something without swearing just as strong. But I have realized that the less you swear as a person, the more effective it is when you actually do swear. So like imagine you're in school and suddenly your teacher gets super mad and swears. It's that kind of logic. So every now and then I'll throw in like an F word in my video. I'll bleep it kind of like Scott the Woz. But when I do, it hits so hard because it really, really emphasizes what I'm trying to say. And it's super unexpected. I think I do that in my in the script for my next video. You're gonna see that.
And then on the other side of the spectrum, there's AVGN.
Yeah.
I love that guy.
Because I think if you swear too much, you totally tune it out at some point.
Yeah, for sure. I just released a video, like a once every 2 month thing. It was a Mario Kart Wii video, and I only sweared one time in 2 hours. And it was me saying that Waluigi Stadium flows like shit in Mario Kart Wii.
That's weak. Someone wants to know the first word of my next video. I've been working my ass off on this next script, by the way. It's going to be the longest video I've ever put out. It's going to be the craziest video I've ever put out, and it's going to be a masterpiece. At least I hope it is. I haven't even written the first word yet, just because I left the whole intro part blank. I'm going to get back to it, but the first word I've written is brackets exhale.
What's up, guys?
That's all I'm going to say. Yeah, it's a video diving insanely deep into fake geometry dash. The problem is that every time I think I found everything, I discover something huge, and it is a literal curse. It's just 2 hours of me finding more and more until I just completely go insane. This game has broke me as a human being. I'm not even joking.
What, is it just a complete rabbit hole?
It is. It's brutal.
Jeez, I'd like to ask you about it, but I don't know how much you want to give away about your.
The problem is, if I want, the best way to explain it is through this video I'm making.
Yeah,
which is becoming several hours long. So just wait for that. It might be a couple weeks.
Oh yeah, well, yeah, I'll definitely wait.
It's going to be a really big undertaking. It's up to like 10,000 words now, which is probably around an hour.
Oh god, yeah. When vids get that long, it's like you put the audio lines into your like editing timeline, and it's like,
yeah. You're like, where am I going to find the music to do this? Am I just going to have to repeat music?
Oh no, repeating music hurts.
Yeah. Well, I've seen videos that are like 3 hours, and people just repeat the same track.
I'm guilty of that, but I don't do it to where it's like, yeah.
I've realized that of like 5, if you want to keep a song going for a while, like sometimes you'll want to use like a 2-minute song, but it doesn't loop very well, and you want to keep using it. I have this little secret trick that I do where, you know how people sometimes cut off the music to like for like comedic effect.
Oh right, yeah, and then you resume it earlier.
Oh, and then you restart.
I cut it off and then I resume it much earlier, and generally. The joke I'm cutting off for isn't even a joke. I just kind of pick an arbitrary spot to cut it off and kind of play it off like it's a joke.
You know what I do? I do something
I get
similar.
To restart the song.
I do something similar to that. I fade the 2 songs together very quickly, but seamlessly. I do something very similar to that.
Yeah, I think more people catch on to it though. But again, it's not a big deal. The music for my videos is already so quiet, just because I'm like. I'm not a great audio balancer, and I'd also rather focus. Well, actually, the reason it goes so quiet is because when I'm listening back to the video, I'm actively focusing on the music, which makes it sound louder than it actually is. And I'm like, oh, I have to keep making it quieter. But
yeah,
I could get away with it being louder. But at this point, I don't care.
I think I've always been pretty decent with that. There have been very popular YouTube videos that I've watched in the past where the music is just so loud and it's like, help.
Yeah, no one really cares if it's too quiet, but if it's too loud, it can, like, ruin
it's
the
like,
video,
you can't even hear what they're saying.
Oh, Forest from Kirby is a great choice.
Yeah, I'm guessing that you use like Nintendo music or GD music.
I have like a little playlist of songs that I use frequently. I generally try to find something that just has like a chill vibe to it. So like, for example, the song Sans from Undertale or like Sneaky Snitch, that's like the perfect vibe I'm going for.
Yep.
And it can be a little difficult to find perfect songs that match that, but actually 2.2 helped a lot because a lot of the platformer mode songs match that really well.
Yeah, you just gotta make sure they're not copyrighted.
Yeah, Sneaky Stitch, March of the Spoons, We Shop Channel, Sans, Snowy from Undertale, and Scarlet Forest. I use those two a lot. I've been using a lot of Let's Get Together from Amori. The tutorial theme from Rhythm Doctor. Level 2-3 of Crypt of the Necrodancer is probably the most chill song in the game. Same with the tutorial theme. Stall from Minecraft. Level 2 Fly Swatter from Mario Paint. Bossa Nova from Rhythm Heaven. Both Daytime and Nighttime Jungle from Terraria. And Casual Game Music 09.
That sounds like one of the hardest playlists I've ever heard.
Crazy playlist.
I'm so glad none of that is copyrighted. I'm so glad. Like, imagine if Relogic, imagine if Red was just like, well, you know what?
Well, that would screw over every gameplay video.
Yeah.
Like, Geometry Dash, on the other hand.
Actually, do you know about what Microsoft is trying to do about C418?
Oh, what? Are they just trying to are they just phasing him out by constantly releasing new songs?
Yeah. Do you want to know why?
Yeah, I know, because he doesn't want to
he refuses.
He doesn't want to sign himself to Microsoft, which I respect.
I respect him.
But it's pretty obvious that they just keep dropping new songs to slowly phase him out. I wouldn't be surprised if under the hood they're really lowering the chances of his songs playing. I mean, I do like that. I do like that they're still mixed in. I do wonder how long that's going to last. On the other hand, it is nice to see them bring back the artist for the paintings.
Christopher Zetterstrand. Yeah. I'm such a hater, but it's I grew up with C418's music, and so when I start to hear a random ass song I've never heard on Minecraft, I don't even try to listen to it. I'm just like, oh, nope.
Yeah, it's off-putting.
It's not the artist's fault, but
I mean the songs are good. In particular, the Nether Update soundtrack is really great.
A lot of people like Pigstep.
I mean, even past Pigstep, I'm talking the ambient songs. They're really good.
Yeah, man.
Yeah,
the only time I would use Cyber Grind as a background song. Someone's asking this in chat. The only time I would use Cyber Grind is if there's a level using that song. Because if I have the chance to play the actual song, if I'm talking about a level for 1 or 2 minutes, I'll just use its song as the background music. For example, when I'm in my videos where I go through every main level, I just use each song as it shows up. It works.
Do you know that there are texture packs for Minecraft that you can download that just delete all the new music?
That's not surprising at all. I would actually.
And I use it because I'm just so accustomed to C418. But yeah,
that's valid.
I feel bad for the new artists because it's
actually though. So I work.
The new artist isn't even bad.
I've worked for there's this day camp I would work at over the summers where I teach kids Unity and stuff, and during free time they would all play Minecraft, but it's on Education Edition because we distribute the laptops to them. One thing I've noticed is that everyone's playing Bedrock Edition. It's basically exactly the same. Usually they're playing together. I've almost never heard a C418 song the whole time that entire summer. Whenever they often just leave their games open on the menu and you hear the menu music play. It's always this one weird song they added in 1.19. I've never heard any other song play on the menu.
Yeah, man.
So that hurts.
I'm sure.
Eventually, I just went to each laptop one by one and muted the music just because it's so annoying when they all play on top of each other.
Yeah.
And I would often just play my own music over the speaker.
Did you see the April Fool's update they did?
What was this year's ago? Oh, this year's was the potato one. Yeah, they're so good with the April Fool's updates.
You know what's the sad thing though? I think.
Oh, it could be in the main game. I know. I agree.
Well, it's that, but it's also the fact that that was such a large update, and they went so hard on the April Fool's update, and that's made a lot of people think that they want to do so much more with the game, but they're just held back by upper management.
Yeah, that's a theory. I also think there's a sort of charm to not oversaturating Minecraft too much. I think it's in a good spot. We add a little bit each update. It would be nice to add more optional content, like what they're doing with the trial chambers.
Yeah.
I don't think I don't want like 1.21 to drop and it's just like it looks like you're playing Calamity mod all of a sudden. That's what a lot of people seem to want, but no, that's too much in my mind.
A lot of people,
you get a lot of people that played in the past coming back. You don't want them to come back and it's too like there's 500 new things that you need.
Well, a lot of people already think it's too late.
Yeah,
like a lot of beta people. But like I
think they're leaning in too much to Bedrock, and Bedrock just sucks. Like I was playing Bedrock with these kids. The game barely works. Like when you go through a nether portal, there's like a 10-second loading screen where the world is still there's like a 10-second loading screen where the world is still active. Like you can literally hear yourself dying to magma cubes on the other side while it just is loading, and then you finally load in and you're at like half a heart. And there are many other bugs and stuff that just doesn't work in Bedrock.
I've heard a lot of similar
because they're too busy adding like emotes and stuff. Like I don't know if you
Well, they have emotes in Minecraft.
Yeah, did you see like the 15th
like
anniversary map they created? It looks more like a Roblox map. Like everything has like custom animations and stuff. It's so off-putting. That's not Minecraft.
It's just the Fortnite business model that everybody copies.
Yeah. To me, when I think of like a Minecraft server, I think of them like playing around with the constraints of the game. Like their custom mobs are just like zombies wearing player heads and their menus are just made inside of chests. I love those little silly constraints, but Bedrock just completely does away with that.
I yearn for a simpler time.
Yeah, bring me back some Minecraft Pocket Edition when the zombies dropped feathers and I still know the nether reactor structure.
Yep.
Cobble, gold, 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 gold.
So ingrained into my brain. Oh, man.
Alas.
I've heard a lot of similar shit about Education Edition just being jank.
Education Edition is just like, it's just like Minecraft, but you can become Walter White or something. But like you have to enable all those stuff. The entire summer, no one ever turns those on.
I was actually talking about this with friends. Like, do you remember on Xbox when the skins were like $2? Like the packs were $2?
Yes, even on when I used to play Minecraft on my tablet, they would sell skin packs for $2. Like, but I realized that you could just go into the game files and just download the skins for free.
Yep.
Because I had a program that lets you like export APKs.
Was it Horizon?
No, I don't remember what it was. But I would just go into the APK. There was this one cool creeper skin, and I just downloaded it and used it.
There was a program for doing that on Xbox 360 called Horizon, and you could make like a custom gamer picture and stuff like that. I remember doing that.
I need to confess something. I've only ever owned Nintendo consoles.
I was thinking about gasping really loud.
I'm not a console gamer at all.
I'm not anymore.
Yeah. I used to have a PS4, but I never went on it. I just went on the laptop and I played like Half-Life or Portal. So that was the only games I could run.
On PC.
Yeah.
Did anyone ever play the
I don't play much games at all anymore, honestly. I just play whenever there's like a rate wave in Geometry Dash, I'll play a couple of the levels. Yeah. And every now and then I'll boot up recently it was like Animal Wow, but for the most of it, I'm just like messing around, going on like YouTube rabbit holes and stuff.
Yeah.
Often what I would do is I'd watch YouTube videos while playing like a repetitive game. So like Isaac or Minecraft or like platformer levels in Geometry Dash, and you just have like a podcast or a video on the other screen.
That's such an adult thing.
Do you know what Sakurai does? He said this in a video once.
What does he do?
Sakurai, I think he runs on a treadmill, or it might be an exercise bike, but he exercises while watching TV while also playing a video game.
God.
That's just the same as having the subway surface.
Ridiculous stimulation.
He's
right
min-maxing in real life.
I mean, at least he's exercising. That's why there's like a screen on an elliptical.
Sakurai literally plays Smash against himself with 2 controllers.
So he's training his ambidextrous powers too.
Yeah, that's the clip where he goes, "No, this isn't how you're supposed to play the game." He's saying that while holding 2 controllers, playing against himself.
He probably plays like double claw. Dude, the most I do is like play a podcast or play a YouTube video. Okay, I want to know if anyone has the similar thing. Does anybody else routinely go back to specific YouTube videos and rewatches them like every couple of months?
No,
Rarely,
I
but
don't.
I do that way too much.
There's a couple few I would do. Like, for example, watch for rolling rocks and 0.58 presses. I've watched that a couple times just because that video has, I think someone in the comments called it Chekhov's scuttlebug. I don't want to spoil it, but it goes so hard. I'll rewatch some shorter videos. Sometimes I'll rewatch my own videos just because I know that sounds kind of cocky, but really, I make the videos that I personally would want to watch. So when I click on my own videos, it's like hypnosis because it's serving me exactly what I want. And it's kind of funny where in my head, I'll be like, oh, that's it. You know, if I was making this video now, I would make this joke. And then I immediately make that joke in the video. And I'm like, oh, thank God I did that.
Dude, I'm so incredibly judgmental of myself. I probably watch my own videos like once every 5 months or something, 6 months. And every time I do it, I'm always like, oh, well, I could have done that better. Well, the writing is repetitive here. Or, well, the song should have played here. I do that so much.
But that's how you improve, though.
Exactly.
Oh, yeah.
I don't go watch back YouTube videos. I go back to the same streams. Like, if I'm like editing photos or something, then I'll put on like, oh, what was going on recently? It was like this hurricane tracking stream, and that was what hit it for me. Like, this dude was just pointing out storms that were going on while I was doing.
Are you talking about Algeria?
It's kind of that does sound like an Algeria video.
Yeah. Colin, by the way.
Mm-hmm.
I knew Algeria in real life because we went to the same school.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That's cool.
He recognized me from GD, I'm pretty sure. Somehow.
Wait, wow.
That's probably wrong.
Say,
he can
when I watch videos, in a lot of cases, it can be hard for me to just sit through like a 20-minute video at this point without doing something else. But there was one video which I was literally glued to. I could not look away from this video. And it was the Mario 64 Invisible Walls video. I was glued to that one. It was so engaging. I could not look away. I did not have any other tabs open. I was not touching my phone. Just me staring at this, obsessed. Such a good video. I had to break it into chunks though, because this was during exam season.
Yeah,
so
4 hours.
I'd watch like an hour a day.
Huh.
Yeah.
I think I got that I watched a video on like the Tetris world record by Summoning Salt. And I just watched that for 2 hours straight.
Hold on. How big is my watch later playlist right now? 231 videos, all of which are about 10 minutes or longer.
I don't even use the watch later thing.
Oh, I love
I just
watch
open
later.
tabs.
You know what I did?
Watch later is great because it's you can save it for many days later. Oh, I've already watched a ton of these, so I can actually break it. I can already drop it.
I don't know why I don't use it, but it's just
So I had to build a new computer in late November last year because it was dying. Like legit last leg type situation. I like had to. And so I just said fuck it and got 64 gigabytes of RAM. So I just leave tabs open, like who cares?
Yeah. I think I might also have 64 because
I think I also have 64.
I got a new PC recently. I think it might be. I always forget how to check my specs. I'm not like a crazy PC specs guy. To me, if the PC
there's a
works,
program.
it works.
I don't know if you can check it. Oh,
I think you can just see it on Task Manager.
Type in system information on like the
got
search.
64 because it wasn't that much more to get 64.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, you can see
I also use like 50 gigs when I'm editing, so it's I do use it.
I am using 39% of 64 gigabytes of RAM right now.
That's the Miku number.
I'm using way too much.
I'm only using 22 gigabytes.
Where do I see RAM?
How am I using that much? Where is... I'm not even... I don't have it anything.
Well, Chrome eats it. OBS eats it. VOD Ninja's probably
how
using
is
a lot.
Camera Hub using a gigabyte of RAM? I don't have a camera. Yeah.
Surprisingly, Firefox is using more than Chrome right now somehow.
I remember writing a bit about how Opera GX didn't use your RAM because it had a RAM limiter. Where's that? Oh, I haven't turned it on.
You're using Opera GX, excuse me?
If you limit the RAM, won't it just not work as well?
I think so, yeah. That's why I have another RAM.
Oh, I actually have 32 gigs, not 64.
That's still a lot.
Yeah.
I used to have 32.
32 is definitely enough.
64 is just overkill still.
It's just funny to have. Makes for a good conversation topic.
Dude, I knew somebody. I know somebody who got 64 gigabytes of RAM in 2018.
What?
That was like
expensive.
That
I'm not even much
of
a gamer.
I was like, Jesus Christ! I had 16 back then.
I'm tempted to get 128 one day, just so I can like say I have like over 100 gigabytes of
I don't know
RAM.
a single person.
What are you gonna do with it?
I don't know. I could like open Lightroom and Lightroom Classic
50
at the
YouTube
same
videos
time.
at once.
Yeah, dude. When I'm tabs. Like, I don't know
the next time there's a new sneak peek uploaded by RobTop, you can just layer every reaction on top of each other.
Yeah, I can have like a whole tab on my screen.
I mean, yeah, it does depend on your workload. I guess for me, it makes sense because the Vegas timeline can get really intense.
He said there'd be a new update. You won't have to wait long, he said a couple days ago.
That a couple days is going to turn into a couple weeks.
Yeah, the last time we got an update was a long time ago, back in like January. And then he said he would work on the free games, which took him like several months for some reason. I was like, surely he's like adding a new island in GD World or something. Nope. Just he really phoned in the free game updates, by the way. Like you know how the free game had like its own icon kit where like some icons were gray and some weren't?
Oh, yeah, I think so.
That like doesn't work anymore. Like it works in some games. Like I think it works in Melton and Sub-Zero. GD World, every icon just claims to be obtainable. And you'll have locks where like in GD World, you can like click a lock and it'll say like beat Stereo Madness to unlock this cube. Or you can get the supporter icon again now, but you can get it multiple times. Every time you click the icon, you see Scratch's dialogue pop up. And I think the funniest thing you can do now is if you find a guest icon, like an icon drawn by someone else, you can still click their credit to go to their profile. So like you could be playing in like Meltdown, and then you can open up a user's profile. Sadly, you can't play their levels, but you can still like follow them, like their comments, and get all the achievements from that.
Pretty cool.
Yeah, there's a little gap left in that.
Are you able to actually? I was gonna say something. I guess I just forgot because people have been partying so hard outside today. So distracting.
What, the mumble rap? Is it still going on?
About?
I don't know. I have no idea. Sometimes they blast music hella loud in my neighborhood.
Yeah, there's been like fireworks outside my room today. It's not even like a special day. Like it's the 25th of May.
Oh, by the way, okay, I'm gonna quickly move on from this after I say this, but I almost got carjacked 2 days ago.
What the hell?
That was bad. Yeah. I'll explain that later, but I'm going to use the bathroom, but I do want to ask you this. Mm-hmm. I want to know what the meaning is behind tubular 9.
Oh.
Your alt.
Oh. Yeah, so tubular 9, I made a video a long time ago called like how to be successful in geometrydash, which was sort of a video made out of spite because this was when like the really shitty content was taking off.
Yeah.
Like
yeah.
There
I think I remember like watching that, yeah.
Like, I was kind of calling out the people who there's that one trend where if you just do like a main level in the thumbnail, like the main level screen, and just put whatever text you want and like a shitty demon face, it gets crazy views. Or like, I think I think a lot of this came from the fact that at some point someone made their own version of like my what not to put in your level thing, which I don't really care about. But somehow this one got like 9 million views within a couple of weeks. And I could not for the life of me figure out how we did that, considering it was one of the most poorly made and edited videos I've ever seen. And people were eating it up. And my best theory is just everyone clicked on the thumbnail, which was literally just a auto-generated screenshot from the video of him just spamming a bunch of portals inside of the level. And somehow everyone clicked that. At some point the video he did take down the video. I don't know if he felt guilty or what, but it just disappeared one day. But this led me to realize that like it doesn't matter how good of an editor you actually are. no one actually cares. These are like literal toddlers eating up your videos. So that's where Tubular 9 came in. I made it as an example in that video, and then I left the channel up so people could actually go and look it up, because I knew a lot of people would see it in the video and go, oh, I wonder if it's actually a real channel. So I started posting there, and it was basically just my space for like hilariously bad content. Because I also have my other channel, Semicolon. Semicolon is just for any video I want to share that obviously doesn't work for my main channel. And Tubular 9 is just my shitpost channel. I haven't posted there in a while because I don't really have many good ideas. But every now and then I'll just come up with something super like, oh, I beat Silent Madness. It's just Stereo Madness, but the audio is muted. Or Geometrydash all level speed run, and it's I just like BLJ and back on track, and it like immediately takes me to the end of Finger Dash. The best one is obviously Passing Tartarus, where it's a parody of that Mario Bros speedrun.
Yeah.
That one was so fun to me. I just came back from Subway, so I had cookies and Mountain Dew. So I used that. And then I hooked up like my Nintendo Switch controller and just like that was a good one. And then the Your Life is a Geometry Dash is obviously a parody of Kai Guy being stupid. After everyone was shitting on Kai Guy last year, I was working at that camp again. I literally wrote I filmed and edited this video in one afternoon. I was like hyper focused on it.
Yeah.
It came out great. It's really
I thought
funny.
about making a video of like trying Kai Guy's course, but then he made it free.
You made it free?
I think because there was like backlash. I think he made like part of it public.
Oh damn! I thought
people
someone was
getting angry.
There's also a couple of shorts on Tubular 9 that kind of fell narrated. There's one funny one I made where it's like college be like, and it's like, you know, those school be like shorts where it's just like, congratulations on beating Stereo Madness, and it cuts the bloodbath. I did this short where like you see him, it's just like the whole tutorial area. It's like click here to jump over a spike. He just takes a secret way and flies over that entire thing, and then it goes, okay, now try it for real, and it's literally the tiny like quarter grid space spike, and he dies to it. The joke being that he skipped all of college.
Have you ever looked at GD Facebook before?
I've never touched Facebook.
Oh my
GD
god,
Facebook.
It is so funny.
What is on there?
There's just a million Spanish people that just pretend to be like Riot.
I've seen a little bit of like GD Instagram.
It is
the
so
quote unquote
funny.
real RobTop Games liked my tweet of me at Expo. Instagram's awful though. Everyone is an awful person on Instagram.
Yeah, God, have you seen the Instagram like comment sections? They're always
they're
savage.
These people are not okay.
My friend browses Reels a lot, and he always tells me like, "Hey man, I found a new 9/11 angle." I'm like, "Cool, man."
Yeah, every Instagram reel is 9/11, and I don't know why. And if it isn't, it will be in the comments.
Yeah, it's like, what is going on?
I cannot explain it.
It's like you're looking at reels.
It's so funny. The ironic thing is they only recently became so dedicated to like fixing all their security and shit with like bad videos and scams.
Actually, when it's not 9/11, I find that the only punchline is the N-word.
Yeah.
And that's that's the punchline of the video. It doesn't build up to anything. They just use the word as a punchline.
Yeah, I think Reels for me is I just scroll and then there's a video of like a person in a wheelchair playing basketball. And it's like, it's a normal video. They open up the comments and it's like,
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It's just as bad as you could imagine.
Yeah.
And then on TikTok, it's just the complete opposite.
No, TikTok is like,
TikTok.
I think YouTube is the best for comment sections. It's kind of neutral.
It's because it's moderated better.
Yeah, it's not
as far as I can
chaos.
understand.
Yeah, makes sense.
I allow all my comments just because of the engagement. Just why not? Like, what's gonna happen if someone calls me a soy? I'm not gonna cry about it. It's just you're boosting.
Yeah, I have most comments on. I filtered out a few words. Like I filtered out the hand pointing down emoji, so I wouldn't get all like the "who's watching in 2024" hand pointing down like button.
Yeah.
So if you use that emoji on my channel, it just vanishes.
No. Have you ever gotten a comment that makes you go like, "Damn, dude"? Have you ever gotten one like that before? that makes you like, Jesus Christ.
Do you know the aphorees help tactical nuke him comment? This one's literally.
I've seen. Yeah.
This one's. I literally have this as a sticker on Discord, and you just find it.
Let me see it.
Yeah. This one.
It's hard to read.
Yeah.
Furry dink.
That one's
Guys, help
so
he tactical
funny.
nuke him. I made oh yeah, geometrydash copies 5. It was GD copies 6.5 or something. It's one of my April Fool's video. It's just 10 minutes straight of hilarious comments on my channel.
Yeah.
Dude,
You
I
guys
got
know
one.
Did you know that I'm banned in the comment section from both Nexus's channel and Waboo's channel?
Why Nexus?
I have
What'd you
no
do?
idea.
What the hell?
I literally cannot get in touch with Nexus, but I've been trying to reach out
No
in
one-
some way so I could be
I
like,
could ask him.
oh, please do. Because I've been like, dude, I've been leaving like really positive comments about all of these levels. I love what you do. All the levels you showcase are fantastic. I feel like your channel is more dedicated to just showing off what the community is capable of, and I really respect it. I love the levels you post. Why the fuck can't I leave comments?
Yeah. What? You're just banned.
I don't know, but like I love Nexus's channel. I don't get the
Oh.
people who are super against it.
Nexus, if
no,
you're listening,
I don't. Really
you need to
get
friend
it.
Colin and me right now because we need to figure shit out.
Like when I was like when I was like 12, did I like say something mean?
That's what I was thinking. Like, did you make like
I
a
don't
joke
know.
that he didn't like and just he banned you?
I don't
You
know.
got banned in like stream
But,
chat or something.
like,
Yeah.
I've commented several times. They all have 0 likes and they're shadow banned. So I am blocked from his comment section.
I could ask him. Like, I'd have to go on my old Discord though, and I'm gonna be honest, he's probably just gonna completely ignore it.
Yeah, he's such a
Yeah,
man of
no,
mystery.
He's too
He
big.
used to
now.
not
He's
be like
just-
that. I don't want to like
know.
talk down on him or anything, because I used to talk to him a decent bit back in the day.
I know.
He just went full radio silent.
I
Like,
mean,
he
I
just
do
doesn't talk to
respect someone
anybody.
who just stays the hell off of social media, but I think you have to have some way to be like contacted.
Yeah.
Yeah, you'll go insane without it. I think,
Mhm.
like without
Yeah.
social.
But yeah, I
Anything.
do really respect what he does. I feel like he does a good job at making his videos. His videos are rarely about him. Like sometimes he'll reach an
Yeah.
accomplishment like beating an extreme demon, but for the most of it, it's just showing off what people make. And there's no intro. It's just 60 FPS recorded nicely. I find that when other people do it, they'll add like some like weird intro or like they'll add like
Oh
clips
yeah,
of
they're
them, like,
just a
failing
GD
before.
player like intro and like
Like
his
Partition does that a lot.
outro.
They add like sound effects and edits and intro.
Oh yeah, no.
Nexus is the perfect place if you just want to go to see a level and nothing else. No
Yeah.
edits,
Yeah.
no bullshit, just the level.
Obviously, I'm
edits is,
biased, but like I don't
yeah.
get showcaser hate because it's the most neutral possible thing you can do.
Yeah. And I
Like-
mean, I started my channel by showcasing levels, but eventually I realized that like if you want to watch a showcase, why are people going to pick my video over like tens of thousands of other retrays people have uploaded?
Yeah.
Yeah,
It was just
I used to do it
I
too.
just did it for the sake of getting videos out, but it means nothing.
This is gonna sound like really bad, but we also, like, we as in like me and everyone else, we were doing it before botting was like really known about.
Oh,
And
yeah,
like
that's right.
I
Everyone
stopped
bots
doing
the
it once
showcases
literally
now.
everyone on earth like was able to do it, because then it just felt like, you know,
God, yeah,
well,
I
what's the
remember
point?
using the original Ybot. It got leaked to me, and basically
got
it
it
was just
too.
an exe. You would open it, and it was like command line, and you
That was
couldn't
like
put
every
checkpoints-
mod in early
You
2.0.
Yeah,
couldn't
yeah.
put checkpoints in ships or
Uh-huh.
UFOs because
No, yeah.
practice bug.
Botting
So
and
if you're
passing has
botting
come
like a
so
top
far.
one, you just
It's
have
kind
to
of
do the
impressive.
ship. And
Yeah.
it was so much harder back then because you make a macro now and it's like, oh, it just
Yeah,
works.
like
Back then,
I'll-
no, you had to try it 10 times.
I'll set
Like,
one up for when
VSE,
I'm doing
not
showcases in most cases, but I rarely do showcases now. So it
I
doesn't
think-
even matter.
It's so
I
hard
actually-
to do in
yeah.
2.2 as well because the only good recorder, like if you want good, like say you want like 240 FPS recording of a level, so you can slow it down and it's still like 60.
hmm
You have to have Ybot, but like the new Ybot that won't run at the same time as MegaHack or what's it called, Geode. So you have to uninstall all of that and then install it. You can't have two separate instances either. So it's
No.
nobody uses that. So if there's someone who is capable of making an internal recorder that works with the bot in Mega Hack, everyone would download that because it's so annoying at the moment. Look, you have to do it the old-fashioned way now.
Yeah.
If you're not
well,
using
not for long,
bot.
hopefully.
Like,
but I mean,
just
I think we are going to get in when
1.25.
RobTop does drop this update. All the mods are crashing down for a couple of days, so get excited for that.
I made
Someone
a
in the
funny
comments
joke.
says they think I'm banned from Wabu's comment section because I was being a dick. Yes, I was being a dick. His channel is awful.
I have a theory. I've made this joke a couple times before about Nexus, but what do you think the odds are that he was playing like an extreme or an insane demon? He just said like fuck it and hacked it. I've thought about that so much because he uploads thousands of levels. There's probably at least one where he's just like,
videos that
this,
don't say 100% in the title are botted. I'm pretty sure.
I know, I'm kidding though, but it is funny to think about. Like, there's probably at least one, right?
No, he does like Nexus has like 2 different title styles. He'll just have the name of the level in on all uppercase, and then a few weeks later it'll just revert back to like a normal name.
Yeah. I kind of do that as well. I put a title saying like
I don't really retroactively change anything in my videos.
And then after a while I just change it to like the thing.
Yeah, I mean Nexus doesn't have a real reason to do that, but it's funny to think about
mysterious.
It's I mean, if he was gonna like grind out insane demons or extremes and then beat like 10 a day, I mean, I guess like I'm imagining him sitting there just grinding shit, and then there's that one level that has like this one part, and he's just like, you know what, Mega Hack has it. I'm fucking done. Like I'm just done. No one's gonna know.
No one would ever know. Is the thing.
Dude, it's gotta be at least one level. Now, I'm gonna get a DM from him on Twitter. He's gonna be like, "Fuck you, I fucking." I mean, piece of shit.
Being a GD player is all about like, kind of having the self-control to not do that.
Yeah, it's about honesty.
Because like, you have to be able to die at 98% and not go like, oh, I basically beat the level. I should have beat it that time. I'm just gonna bot it now.
Yeah. Yeah. No, we've had a few of those.
That's what sucks about like really, really late deaths. You just keep telling yourself like, oh, if I just didn't do that, I would have been done by now.
Especially when it's the most stupid shit ever, like stuff you practice 1,000 times. Yeah.
I hate to bring fake Geometry Dash back into this, but there's this one stupid level they made called Cracked Up, and I'm trying to record myself beating it without botting. It's a 4-minute long level where it's very like map pack. Imagine like Time Machine mixed with like more map pack style gameplay. The entire first half is pretty easy. The entire second half it looks easy, but it's very poorly designed. So like, you have to hit all the orbs in a specific way so you don't die to some bug. Like there'll be a lot of spots where you have to like wait just a little more before jumping, or you'll die to some other weird bug. I died at 96%. And it hurt me.
Yeah, it's always the late deaths that just. I don't think I've. Oh no, never mind. When I was trying,
I did die to one of those bugs because I hit a yellow orb just a little bit too early. Yeah,
when I was trying to beat Aku, I think there's a robot near the end where you have to like hold it into a inverted blue pad so it'll like go to the. That's at 95. I died there literally like 6 times.
I'm still too bad at the game to wrap my head around extreme demons. Like after beating 9 circles, I decided to see kind of like the difficulty of like other hard and insane demons, and like wow, like I checked out like Windy Landscape. I can like barely even hit 10% on that. That is a difficult level. And they
to be fair, the start of Windy is pretty annoying.
They did fix it.
And just like these levels get freaking hard. Yeah. I want to believe, like, knowing me beating 9 circles kind of shows, because I thought that level was impossible back in like 1.9. It shows that maybe at some point I will beat harder levels, but like I think everyone's
capable of it, because I remember I
have like insane platformer demons, but platformer is a completely different style of gameplay.
That's like patience, and it's a different type of game.
If you look at my demons right now, I have like 50 easy demons, 4 medium demons, and 1 hard demon. And in all honesty, it's just because all the medium demons kind of suck. None of them
I've never
are fun.
beaten a good medium demon.
Like, I think
I'd
my
have to
medium
think.
demons are there's a Master Game, which should not be a medium demon. There's
No.
How We
No.
Win by Deeper Space, which should not be a medium demon. Yeah, there's so many easy
If those were
demons that should be
platformers, they'd
medium,
be, like,
but not the other
insane.
way around. Like, what is the deal with, like, all the good medium demons are just easy demons, and I don't know why.
Yeah.
Like, for example, like Motion, for example. Wait, is Motion an
Motion
easy
is
That's
demon?
a
not
hard
a
demon,
medium
I
demon.
think.
I
I'm pretty
don't
sure it's a
know.
hard demon.
Motion?
Yeah, Motion's an easy
No.
demon.
What?
It's an easy demon, yeah.
Motion is easy.
Dude, I'm old. What the
Motion is
fuck?
definitely one of the harder easy demons I've played. I
Oh,
think
yeah.
it is a medium demon. Absolutely. So why the hell? It's just people are like, oh, I did it. I beat it. It took me like 500 practice attempts, but then I beat it all in one try from 0 to 100%. Easy demon. And then everyone just votes
Yeah.
what everyone else is doing. But yeah, Motion should definitely be medium, as well as many, many other levels. I feel like a lot of the ones you see in like GDDP should be medium.
Have you played this?
People are so picky with what
It's-
should be medium demons for some reason, and I don't know why. The other ones I beat are like Electrodynamics V2 and Mechanical Showdown, which Mechanical Showdown is definitely a medium demon. I got to rebeat it in the Demon Gauntlet. I first beat it like a year ago because I think one of the kids at camp told me it's a good one to try, and I was like, wait, you're right. But yeah, now I got to rebeat it again at some point for Demon Gauntlet. I'm just lazy.
Isn't that the one by
Have you
Tanji?
played
Yeah.
Action?
Yeah.
Have you played that?
Don't think so.
Is that the Motion
it's
remake?
like it's a Motion like
Amazing.
That one's a
sequel
hard
remake.
demon.
Great.
It's so good. I'm the verifier of it, so that's
Yeah,
why I
looking
remembered it.
at medium demons,
Yeah.
the most downloaded medium demon is Theory of Skrillex. That level barely works.
That
Then
level
here's,
sucks.
here's what else we got: Sirius, which is all
Hard.
That's
memory.
good.
It's memory, and I don't
It's
like
memory.
that. Nintendo and Lonely Traveler are both just really long. B,
Yeah.
I just don't like B. I'm gonna be honest. I don't know why. I just don't like the
Dude,
Dude,
gameplay.
Motley Orc is crying right now. Look what you did.
I don't know why. I just don't like the gameplay. Verity and Hell I haven't touched. Aren't they both in Gauntlets? Am I trying?
Hell is easy. Hell is good.
Ultraviolence I could get into. Although I feel like a lot of these levels, like Ultraviolence, for example, I want levels where like the gameplay is super clear. I don't want the ones where it's like a lot cooler to watch it than actually play it. I just want like clear, cool game. Like Motion does that so well. That's the kind of gameplay I'm looking for.
hmm
But
What color? Like
instead,
Deadlocked
no, you can beat
White.
Cyobon Action. Mountain
Yeah, I
King
think
by Funny
medium
Game.
demons are just a very unloved kind of difficulty level.
Yeah.
Like it's just weekly demons basically.
Uh-huh.
That's the only time I ever play mediums. But
Most weeklies are easy now. Going up to hard demons, we have like Nine Circles, Jawbreaker, Future Funk, Crazy.
yeah, those
Fairy
are like
Dust,
actually good levels.
Fairy
now.
Temple. Yeah, these are all fun. I would love to get around to some of these. Ditch Machine. I used to think that one was like impossible.
That should be an insane demon.
Space
I
Locked.
am.
Easy
I don't
Billy's
think-
got a
Space
demon
Locked
bit.
is good.
PG Club Step. Isn't there a
PG clubs that no, don't take me back to that.
I think GD10 is also a hard demon, but it's so unbalanced. Because like
What
there's like a
about
future
Saints?
funk part at the very end that's beautiful. Yeah, GD10 is. Is Hello Fitzgerald hard?
Do you know what my favorite difficulty is?
What?
I think the best difficulty is
medium
Insane
now.
Demons, but
I still have a
'Cause,
while to go
yeah.
before I get there.
I think I have
do you want to know why I
No.
think that?
insane demons. I think I have like
Get
two.
this. Get this. How many Insane Demons do you think there are? I think there's like
107.
I think there's like 1100.
Oh no, never mind. That's the
There are
pages. Yeah,
almost
there's
more
1100.
extreme demons than insane demons. Think about that for a
That's
second.
weird.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
weird. That's why
My
extremes
favorite
suck
difficulty,
now.
and I know this is kind of cheating, is probably hard demon platformers. They've always been so enjoyable.
Like
They gave me that Celeste energy that I'm craving.
that's the criticism. I know like we're not people to talk about extremes, but there's definitely way too many of them. They have completely lost all of their mystique that they've had. In
There
my
needs to be a
opinion,
new
but
difficulty added, basically.
There's just way too many of them. Like it's so over like compensated.
I need to confess something. I mean,
What?
easy demons are kind of like my comfort level now. It's like
Mhm.
when you want to just like play something you know you can beat and have a good time doing it. But it has to be a level I actually like. Like if the weekly is shit, like this week's, I'm just not gonna do it.
Yeah.
But yeah, my comfort is like easy demon, and I've actually never beaten either I Spy or Change of Scene. I've never even touched them.
Me neither.
Me neither.
Just never got around to them. I think I have to do both for the gauntlets now. I was thinking maybe I'll stream them just because they're like the very popular levels.
Yeah.
But then again, then I have to get the motivation to actually stream it, so I'll never touch it for a while.
Yeah, no, streaming's tough because you have to like.
That'll be an interesting stream though, because I'll probably beat both of them twice. Once for the gauntlet, once for regular. I think it makes for a fun time though. I don't like long demons. Like once a demon's more than 2 minutes,
I don't have the nerve control for long because like even if it's an easy demon, I'll be 2 minutes in, I'll be shitting myself.
Yeah, Death Moon is an exception. We love that level.
No, Death Moon, like it has so many different parts that it doesn't.
I just don't
feel
like
long.
I just don't like a lot of the demon gameplay people are doing. Like just like the high speed effect crazy levels. I feel like a lot of people are just like taking all the extreme demon stuff and then just trying to make easier levels using it.
Yeah.
And it's not fun. I just want I want more gameplay that the kind of gameplay you see in like, I don't know, like Club Step or again, Motion is a good example.
Do you know what I think the issue is?
Just those kinds of levels.
I think the issue with that is that like, I think everything is just over evolved. Like there's such little room now for that much innovation anymore. At least I think.
It's not innovation. It's the opposite. Just make a fucking level that isn't stupid.
Yeah.
There's too many fucking extremes, dude. There's 1,000 almost.
I don't feel like beating like easy demons.
I have a list of levels I like Death Moon, Last Abyss, White Space, Born Survivor, Pattern Seeker, Sinless Ash feels more like an insane level. Those kind of
I don't know. You know what's weird about me? I like a lot of people tell me this. I just like bad levels apparently.
Like Generation Retro.
Like one of my favorite levels is Critical Fusion by Nox.
Never touched.
Never.
And
touched.
I'm like, people don't like that. What?
You like Generation Retro?
I don't even know what that is.
You don't know Generation. You've played Generation Retro. Every GD player has.
I'm so out of it, man. I like Theory of Alchemy for God's sake, and no one likes that level, but I'm like, dude, it's sick because it's so old and raw, so bad, it's amazing, and everyone's like, you need to die with a rock.
No, so, how have you not heard of Generation Retro? That is,
that's like
Google it, look it up right now.
All right, I'll look it up.
Do you know Chaotic Hell?
Yes,
it's like an insane.
Look at my upload I made last year around this time.
I beat Chaotic Hell as a hardest.
This is the last level of the Poison
Gauntlet. I probably have seen this, but
it's the last level of the Poison Gauntlet. But yeah, I made a whole video, a very like Scott the Woz style video on just how dumb this level is. I feel like I was definitely too harsh in the video, but the main problem with this level in my book is that it should not be in a gauntlet. It's like pulling a shitty level off the recent tab and then sticking it in a gauntlet. And now every GD player has to play it. It's part of progression. Like it's a fine level. There's a ton of charm. This guy clearly had like a really fun vision for a level. He just executed it terribly. And then it got put in a gauntlet. And RobTop even tweeted about how much he loved the level. So who am I to
well, that's kind
of
sweet, though.
I'm a self-proclaimed tsundere towards Generation Retro. I hate this freaking level, but that's also why I love it so much.
That's why I like Theory of Alchemy. Same thing.
This
is
so
bad
strange
that I love
level.
it.
Like this freaking level. It plays terribly. It's so untested. And if you look in the editor, there's no alpha triggers. Everything is done by just setting colors to black with blending. A lot of the art was likely stolen. It's because again, it's a bad level. It's a fun experience. This guy, it has a ton of charm to it. Because, like, I just picture, like, a guy, I think he was, like, 12 when he made this. He has this really great vision for a level where it's, like, aliens and space invaders fighting. I respect that. Don't put it in a gauntlet.
Yeah, it needs to be polished. I feel like there are other levels that probably could have gone there instead. That
also,
would
it's
have been
the
a better
poison
choice.
Gauntlet. But like none of the levels in the early.
Oh, I remember there was this gauntlet level in like the first gauntlet that was terrible. It was like in the magma gauntlet. It was the last level. Yes.
You know, Magmatic Sanctuary was the first level of the Fire Gauntlet for like a couple days. Then it got swapped with Outer Space. So
Yeah.
there's a universe where Magmatic Sanctuary is the most downloaded level in Geometry Dash.
No.
But it just didn't make sense because Outer Space was the easiest of all of them and Magmatic was the hardest. So I'm not really sure why they were switched like that. RobTop just tweeted. RobTop tweeted something crazy.
What did he do?
See. Is 2.3 already coming out?
What?
I'll put it on the screen.
Put.
What the?
Oh, it's on the front start of my timeline. That's cool.
Is it?
Let me make sure I don't dox myself first. Okay, I love Twitter. I love when it does that.
Are we getting checkpoint saving?
I don't know. It's a bunch of different stuff.
What is this?
Apple. See, there's he's made it into a kind of teaser thing.
You know, my favorite thing though, when I see
Why
this
are you dying in
is
bloodbath?
when I see screenshots like this, I immediately just ask myself, okay, who actually made it? Because it wasn't Rob. This was probably like Viper or something. Yeah, Viper makes all the videos.
Yeah.
Okay, here's my theory. Okay, Bloodbath. I believe that's Bloodbath. It looks like it. Why is he like right up against the spike hitbox? Fix hitboxes.
I should probably put it back on the screen.
Yeah. Wait.
So we're getting fixed hitboxes. It's forced onto everyone. You can see he's like literally colliding with the spike and not dying. Or no, but that's Michigan's part though. So maybe that means something. That is Michigan's, right?
Yeah.
Not crazy. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
The thing to the right of it, is that a silhouette for like the event levels? Because maybe we're finally getting event levels. Because
looks like a person with a beard.
Event levels are just like, it's basically just kind of like dailies, but they don't last for one day. So I don't understand why this had to be delayed to like 2.21. It would be nice to have something.
What if the 64 is like 64?
No, it doesn't look like event levels. Apple obviously means that we're getting a Mac update. 64 probably means 64-bit.
That's what I was thinking. Imagine he like actually redid all that.
What with a good RAM limit? That'd
probably
be
a new shop to add all the new icons. Which I feel like there's too many shops now. 1200. Yeah, someone in chat says Monster Cat. That could be it. The thing at the bottom right, the checkpoint icon, that looks like saving, like checkpoint.
Wait, no,
saving.
I think it's practice music.
Practice
like
music's
a toggle,
already there.
maybe.
No,
that's is that in 2.2?
Checkpoint saving's really interesting because you have to remember that like when you save a checkpoint in Geometry Dash, it has to store a lot of information, like the triggers that have been activated, your position in the level, your velocity, and it's mainly the activated triggers that has to be stored in memory somehow. So if he somehow pulled that off, that's going to be huge. The eyeball symbol, the eyeball could just mean like you can hide the pause menu.
I think that that looks like
this says something in the paper right here.
Yeah.
What if I try defocus? There's a 999 behind it.
I do wonder what
let's enhance.
What does the music play out?
Hold on, I'll put in a new tab. We're gonna enhance.
You're gonna pump up the contrast on this to an insane amount.
It's probably 12. It's just weird to announce songs and sound effects. No, yeah. Why would there be songs and sound effects? I don't think the 1200 is songs because he doesn't need to update the game for that. I think it's objects.
That looks like no clip.
Yeah, I don't know what that is.
Oh, maybe it is no clip.
It looked maybe
he's adding safe no. I don't know.
Jarvis enhance. But yeah, I do not think the 1200 is sound effects because he would have just added that already. I think it's objects.
What does this one say? This one says,
and I'm gonna be honest,
what is it?
The only object that I really want added to the game right now is I want, the portal icons inside of the portals?
Yeah.
I want
those as objects.
I want those placeable as objects. Why shouldn't they be? It would be so useful.
Yeah, they're already there.
We have the freaking difficulty faces. Why not these?
Yeah. Those would probably be a bit more useful.
What does that even say? Like TC?
Oh, maybe it is a new difficulty face.
Something checkpoint.
It might be a new difficulty.
It could be a difficulty, but like, what would it be? It could.
It's just an extreme with a beard, or it's like a crown. I don't know.
It could be Grandpa Demon.
But that also feels kind of excessive. Like,
No,
you're
Yeah.
we were literally just saying
uh,
we need new difficulty above extreme. So obviously RobTop's gone and listened
yeah.
to us. He's watching.
Well, here's the question: what's the
and-
cutoff between extreme and beyond extreme?
Grandpa.
Just like a list level.
like
If it's on the list,
bloodlust?
does that put it above?
I don't know. It'd be cool if we just had a difficulty that was like levels on the list.
Yeah.
That would
The
make it
song
fresh.
is okay. The song is throwing me off because it's you can tell it's another eighth note at the end, so it's duh, 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 which sounds like the new Rickroll meme. Duh, 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 duh.
Fucking hell, my seat actually keeps squeaking. I'm sorry if that's audible on
What
stream.
could that be?
I don't know.
Duh, 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 duh. I think it's more like that. Duh, 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 duh.
I don't know.
Is that a fourth note?
I took band for so many years. I should.
Yeah, that's what it is. Duh, 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 duh. The hell is that?
He's brought Mel Blanc back from the dead. He's gonna voice a new. Bugs Bunny is joining the GD universe.
That doesn't sound
What's
like
a 64? 64-bit, yeah.
If it's Explorers, God.
I'd be shocked if he actually made it 64-bit. Like if he actually
64-bit would be insane. The performance jump.
I just hope there's nothing I have to make a video on if this comes out, because I need to get this first video out.
Oh, Daily Dose of GD is already working on it. I can hear Sonix editing the video right now.
Oh yeah, Daily Dose is like.
There's one single thing that I want from RobTop realistically, and it's just don't fuck up Explorers. That is all I ask. It's not a lot to ask for.
I know you have this open on your very ultra.
It's not a lot to ask for. Just don't screw up Explorers. He already said he doesn't like the beginning of the level and he's cleaning it up a bit, which is nice because it's fundamentally broken. There's so many things you can skip and it's completely unclear.
Yep.
But,
I'm looking forward to trying. I haven't even tried to find skips in.
We already know from the
new
song
2.2
that it's
levels.
likely going to be about 2 minutes. Definitely going to be the longest RobTop level. It could either be like a minute 50 or 2 minutes, depending on when he chooses to actually end the song. And if there's a bit of a fade out,
yeah,
we could be looking at the longest RobTop level. The current longest right now is like blast processing.
Is it?
Yeah, blast processing.
I would have thought it'd be like Toe 2.
Theory of Everything 2 feels longer.
Yeah, but that's
Yeah,
because
harder.
you have like the ship at the end.
Well, and the
Might be
break
about the
before
same.
the.
Yeah.
Blast processing is like
know.
a minute and a half.
Really? That feels wrong. It feels like it should be shorter than that, but I guess it's just kind
Yo,
of.
what is
The
the
money
money
bag
bag?
is in-app purchases?
Why is it yellow? Are we getting another?
Somebody said it's
another
in-app
currency.
purchases. He's gonna add emotes, dude. Fuck.
If it's another currency, that's kind of excessive. I do have a bit of a crazy theory though, and this is based on something RobTop said. I think he said this in the AMA. He wanted a way to be able to get orbs inside of platformer levels without having to beat the entire level. And he pitched this idea where maybe creators, kind of like user coins, can place chests throughout the levels where when you open the chest, it just gives you those orbs.
What, like platformer orbs?
I think just regular mana orbs, because right now the only way to get orbs in a platform level is to beat the entire thing.
Right.
So you could like place a few chests throughout the level and like.
I just realized
look
it
like the
says something
platformer
behind
coins.
this. I just realized it says something behind that.
Why is he being so mysterious about this? I don't get it.
I don't know. It's just a fun teaser, whatever.
Well,
No,
Rob
I
is good at
think-
hyping people up.
What if you can just get
Sometimes
the platformer
bro
coins
literally
that are in
shadow
like the
dropped
tower?
2.2 and said nothing.
That's true. Yeah.
You just let people make their own hype by just like.
Do you think
slowly
anybody had a
updating that.
legitimate like pulmonary problem due to that? Do you think somebody
I-
legit had to be
I
like
think Juniper
wheeled
was on a
into a
vacation.
hospital?
Juniper was on a vacation.
I was too.
Yeah.
Oh, someone said that checkpoint icon is probably just replay less checkpoint. That sounds about right. But
Imagine
like,
a
why
start
hype that
pause
up?
switcher.
I know
That's not
it's just 2.206. So that number makes it sound like it's not going to be like a crazy like big thing, because then that would be like 2.21 or
Mhm.
something.
Well, you have to remember both the map and no, not the map, the versus mode and versus mode and explorers were not delayed to 2.21. They were just delayed. And event levels do say 2.1, but I do think he could implement that pretty quickly. I could probably just send a request to the servers and see if it sends something back. But
yeah, I love how Rob's MySQL server link was not Cloudflare protected for a very long time.
Yeah.
I remember when I forgot how I found that. I think somebody showed me, but I remember being like, Jesus, like this is just the server. Like imagine if I was someone who knew what I was doing.
Actually, the reason I think it might be objects, and I sure as hell hope that he cleans up the I really hope that he cleans up the object menu a bit, but pretty much all the pixel objects, he didn't even make it he didn't even make them. You can literally go into itch.io and look up like pixel art for video game, and you can just find all of the pixel art that he bought.
I don't think it's click between frames. There's no way that would be it.
That doesn't seem like it. Because click between frames still has bugs. Like in platformer mode, it messes up a lot of stuff up unless you just disabled it for platformer.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, we can finally put more than 1,200 objects and levels.
Nah, if he was putting clicks between frames in, he would have been first. He would have gone through the denial, I don't know phase on like the Discord server first for at least 2 months.
1,200 is a multiple of 240. New FPS limit. 1,200 ticks per second now.
Well, I can't wait for Tidal Wave to have 3 new
between
victors.
frames.
No, it's going crazy. Well, no, it's
I can't wait for
plus, isn't it? So you can go beyond. I think it's objects.
Imagine if it's that with 64-bit.
No, it looks like 1,200 more of something.
Yeah, all the geode mods are going to have to change.
That's Rob's favorite part, releasing it and then watching all the mods break.
If he just gave us the freaking PDB file, we wouldn't have to like go through this much hell. But Rob is Rob. He doesn't like hack people.
He's like, no.
That's what kept his game alive for the last 5-something years.
Well, because people can use it for malicious reasons.
Yeah, I get it.
Yeah, no, yeah.
He's not an idiot about it, which is good.
Yeah.
I've said this before, but imagine if Rob was like an asshole. Imagine if he was just like the opposite of what he is now. Could you imagine? Like, he just doesn't care about the community.
Or it's just like Yandere.
Battle Pass added to the game.
Yeah, imagine if he just didn't give a shit.
Yeah, geometrydash X MrBeast.
I could imagine that, that's for sure.
MrBeast icons added to game.
By the way, I'm curious about this too. What was it like interviewing RobTop? That must have been very interesting.
That was a long time ago, but it was pretty chill after the initial freaking.
There were a lot. I actually, going back to like see if I needed to have any addendum to that question, there were a lot of people in that call. Quite a lot of people.
Yeah.
Hey gamers, hey man, what's up, man? Also, what inspired you to start coding stuff? Hold on, I think your mic is dying. Oh no, we're good. Okay.
Oh, sorry, I'm just leaning back. Do you mind
your mic? It was like.
Mind if I run to the bathroom first, and I'll answer
Yeah, you're fine.
Sure.
We could do a fake ad read.
Okay. This video is sponsored by Kai Guy's course.
Yep. Okay, guys. So, for the cheap price of $500
a month,
you can beat yourself. You can beat.
And don't worry about parental permission because we've already asked all of your parents, and they have approved.
We've asked. It's okay. You can pay in orbs.
You can pay in those weird numbers on the back of this plastic card that your parents have.
Yeah. All of them. You have to have all of them or it might not work.
Yeah, make sure to get those 3 letters on the back.
Those are very important.
That's very important. Denny is foaming at the mouth right now. He's just like, come on. The 3 numbers
Denny's
on the back.
fantasizing about
He is shaking right now.
Who?
Trembling. He's quivering.
He is legit like he is
I'm back. Hi.
shivering right now in his boots right now, thinking about it.
Hi. I'm back.
Welcome back.
Welcome back.
Speedrun.
We're making fun of
yeah,
you.
I did wash
Reed
my
is
hands.
finished.
Yeah, I was gonna ask you about that. We would have had to just end it if you didn't. Like that was
most GD players don't.
A lot of
okay, yeah. So where I started
I can't imagine
programming, that would be, I believe, I just really wanted to make a Discord bot after seeing a bunch of other silly ones. I had all these ideas, so I just started looking up a billion guides for how to do it. And I sort of worked from there. My code originally sucked, got better as time went on. Eventually, like for this Discord bot, I also made a website for it, which taught me how to make a website. And then it just kind of escalated from there. I learned how to make like front ends, back ends, made GD browser, which runs on the worst code imaginable. And I really got to get around to remaking it at some point. Now I'm learning to mod actual Geometry Dash. But like I was always very code brained even before that, just because like I played a lot of video games with level editors, which let you script stuff. And I did a lot of like interesting, like VVVVV, for example, has a really interesting scripting language. And I did some, I made some levels using that way before I got into like proper coding.
Yeah, I think
it's
crazy what you can teach yourself if you're just motivated to do something as well.
You need something to work towards. Like you need a project to make. You can't just go, oh, I'm gonna learn like I'm gonna learn C++ by doing like this course I found. No, just come up with like an idea for a Geometry Dash mod you want to make. My Geometry Dash mod simply made the Map Packs button explode when you click it, and I learned how to make it. So like first you learn how to like get the elements on the screen, then you learn how to like move an element around and apply like easing and stuff, and then you just work from there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And if you're Yandere Dev, it's just if statements for the rest of your life. So
yeah. Well,
yeah. No for loops.
We all start somewhere.
Yep.
Yeah. It's just a matter of if you're willing to take criticism.
If you want to go anywhere from that.
What is bumpscosity? it just changes how bumpscocious the gameplay is. It's from Stanley Parable. In Stanley Parable, when you change every setting in the game, you unlock bumpscosity, which is a final setting. Really, all bumpscosity does is it makes the narrator comment on what you set the bumpscosity to. So in my version of the mod, there's a small chance where when you enter the Vault of Secrets, the guy will just complain about the bumpscosity there, and that's all it does. Otherwise, it just adds a slider. I saw a Celeste mod do it, and that's why I added it.
Someone should make a... Okay, actually, that's such a dumb idea. I don't even know why I thought of that. I'm going to say it anyway, though.
I have a crazy
Someone
mod
should make
idea.
Someone should make a mod that makes all of the water blocks in GD have, like, real viscosity.
That's sick.
To where, like, you can actually fall into it, and then you just start slowly...
I have really such a good idea for a mod. I don't know if I'm good enough to make it, but maybe I can learn. Or someone else can make it. I don't actually care. I want a mod where... You know how in Mario Maker you can like play on the menu screen or like in Mario World?
Yeah.
I want a mod where kind of like Mario Maker, when you open up the game, you're just booted into a platformer level on the menu screen and you can just run around. And then you can click the letters in the Geometry Dash logo to do things. So like maybe the G flips your gravity upside down.
Like that fucking bird that I hate.
Yeah, one of them could spawn like the bat from Finger Dash, like the fucking bird that I hate.
That fucking bird
or
that
like
I hate.
One of them could just add like a shader to the screen. It could literally just be all the Mario Maker stuff. One of them could be like a fire and the whole joke.
No, that would be sick.
But you'd have to like probably redo how the entire menu works.
Yeah, it would be a lot. You basically have to go into a level as soon as you open the game.
I would probably design my own levels for it just to make sure there's not like crazy load times. Just like little like playground levels for messing around.
That'd be
sick. Dude, Flash made a functioning synthesizer in GD. That was sick, dude.
I don't know how you do that.
Sound trigger.
But like, how do you go from sound trigger to working synthesizer? There's like a gap.
Multiple sound triggers.
Somebody should make a Moog synthesizer in GD. That'd be really cool.
Yeah, they need.
I'm sure someone's already made FL on it.
I figured out what the apple means on RobTop's tweet. Mac.
He's hungry. That's what he ate when he was making it. He just had one on his desk. He was,
ate.
He's hungry. He's hungry.
dude, I don't blame him. I mean, it cleans your
dairy
teeth.
material.
I don't think apples are that nutritious, though. Like, overall, I mean, it's just, it'll keep you alive. Good for you, but yeah, I don't know. All right, what else we got? Oh, have you? Yeah, you've already done that. Oh, I want to know about this. I really want to know about that. I'm sure it's a very simple conclusion, but
okay, wait, no, sorry. I'm just on Twitter quickly. People are theorizing the 1200. Someone said it's 1200 new chests for the treasure room. No, God, please.
Oh no, that would be something
die.
it would be as well.
I will die. Okay, yeah, hit me with your question.
How did you end up voicing the Wikipedia article for GD? Was it just like there was a slot and anyone could do it and you did it?
Yeah, you can just
okay, it was just that simple.
It's that simple. You just
No, anyone can edit it.
You make a Wikipedia account, you record it. It's because they have a project called Spoken Wikipedia, which is to get people to record notable articles. I will say that most people just use it to voice funny articles like CBT.
I will do Soylent in the honor of the way that I sound.
Yeah, you can just record yourself reading it and then upload it, and chances are it'll be accepted. I think someone else can overwrite yours if it's too outdated. No one's done mine yet. Maybe I'll do an updated version of the article. I believe there's a list of spoken Wikipedia articles you can
imagine if RobTop did it. I don't think he has time for that though.
Well, that'd be cool.
RobTop has a very iconic voice. I'd love to hear. Yeah, here we go. Here's the link to all the spoken Wikipedia articles. You can see most people just immediately veer towards the silly ones, like
oh yeah, Bogor Palace. That could be normal. Hepatitis C.
Here we go.
Yeah, sex.
Under culture and society, you can see people have voiced articles for, and I'm not making this up. Bidet, Canadians, just the concept of Canadians, Demon Cat 2012, Exploding Whale, Furry Fandom, Immigration to Japan, Nene,
wait, what?
Pissing Contest, Saltine Cracker Challenge, Same-Sex Marriage in Spain, that's a quality article.
Yeah.
The Swastika, Toilets in Japan, Woot spelled with zeros instead of O's, and Whoopity Scoory Day. And believe fetish.
What about Judy
these are all of the sexual ones. I cannot say these out loud.
No.
I'm just gonna
I have to see it.
Wait, someone spoke out the Siva Gunner article. Here, I'm just gonna screenshot this and you can read from the screenshot I just sent you.
Oh.
Who spoke out the Siva Gunner article? Hold on.
Did somebody did YouTube poop?
No, Omega Fallon.
I did. If Omega Falcon did that, I would have screamed.
Oh, are they part of the? Is Omega Fallon, not Omega Falcon? No, they might be on the Siva Gunner.
It's just like Jimmy Fallon's son.
Why does BDSM have part 1 and part 2?
It's just a really long.
Why have they gone like Lord of the Rings on that?
So many. There's so many.
Dude, I don't even want to know what half of those mean.
Good. I'd like to believe I'm pretty sheltered compared to most people on the internet, and I like it that way. I don't need answers.
David, after
some of them are self-explanatory.
Yeah.
I wonder who did Bongo
I only
Cat.
don't know one of them. 2 of them.
Maybe I should do one. Maybe I should contribute.
Yeah.
I call getting Soylent, and I will try to talk like this when I do it. In honor of soy. Maybe I'll do lima beans. What else? Maybe Doritos. I mean, I don't know.
You have to make sure
you can just do it.
You have to make sure it's good, and there's some guidelines. There's some guidelines to follow first. Like I think you have to say the name of the article at the beginning. You have to do things in a certain way. Make sure you read up on those. Keep in mind that this is an accessibility thing, because I think people prefer to have it read out than screen readers. So
get Ant Venom. Oh my god.
I recommend don't just do it with I'm gonna voice the article. It'll be funny. Try to actually make it decent.
No, it's only funny because you're making it into an actual proper thing.
Surely someone out there is using it unironically, and it would be nice if you respected that.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean,
wonder if
was,
you listen
it's
to any
funny
of
in
them,
concept.
just-
Like, obviously, you take it seriously.
Exactly. Like,
I wonder
I'm
how,
not
like,
going to voice the Wikipedia article.
How well do people keep it together while reading some of these? Like some people
I mean,
just
when
really
I recorded mine, I did a video where I recorded mine. I did a lot of cuts, as was how I usually record my videos. There's some funny lines. The article was way shorter back then. There was like journalist reviews talking about how they love to dance in time with the music, and I had to just kind of make my way across that line. It's Geometry Dash. It's frustratingly wonderful.
Yeah.
Kotaku.
I want to think about that, man. Oh
yeah, come on, we need to focus. We can't get distracted by these things.
I mean, we've been going for nearly 2 hours already.
Have we? Oh my god, yeah.
Yeah, welcome to podcasting with
Do we still have a lot? We still have a lot.
We can go faster if you want.
I want to know what it was like making your own Fumo and what the process was behind it.
Ooh,
for
I could
you
talk
creatively.
About that. Sorry to go off topic again. People are analyzing the RobTop screenshot, and it seems like the first image does spell out no clip. Okay. It's probably like a practice mode option you can enable while you're in practice. That's my guess.
Oh, yeah, probably.
You can already do hitboxes. Anyways, making a Fumo. I have wanted to do it for so long. Originally, I just wanted to have one for myself because it would be cool. I thought maybe I could like commission someone. But as I went on, I realized like, wait, I could probably just make my own merch. I've seen lots of other people make their own plushies. It's becoming increasingly popular. I'd love to just give it a shot. Best case scenario, it happens. Worst case, they say no. That's fine. So I reached out to Makeship because I think there were some other YouTubers I saw doing Makeship, and they said it was a good process. And I think at first I just put in an application like, hi, I'm a YouTuber with like, I think I had like 400K subscribers at the time. And I just put it in. Eventually I heard an email back saying like, hey, wait, this actually sounds cool. We'd be interested. Add us on Discord. We'll talk more. So we're talking on Discord. I'm explaining like what I might want to do. And they said like, hey, okay, yeah, we can definitely do this. So what's interesting about Makeship is that they do it basically for free. I did not pay them any money. They just have enough faith in the people they work with that they'll just make a lot of money from it. And so I still get a cut of the plushies that get sold, but I never actually paid them to make it in the first place, which is so cool. Yeah, I believe Mindcap is currently launching a plushie with them, but I think they made him pay because he's a minority, and that kind of makes me sad. But yeah, in my case, they just said, all right, sure, drop a reference, we'll make it. And so I worked with my friend. We hopped in a VC for like an hour or two designing like concept art for the plushie. I think I still have it saved. Do I? Yeah, I do. You can drop it in the chat if you want. So we sent this over to them. They were like, yeah, this sounds awesome. We can totally make this. We weren't fully sure about we weren't fully sure about how many tails they would be able to do. So we just settled on like 4 because I think any more is kind of excessive. And then they just kind of get to work on it. They make their own concept. They keep asking like, hey, is it good? Yes, we can do Fumo. That sounds fun. They would give us progress updates like, hey, is this okay? Yeah. I think at some point I said like no, and they would go and make further corrections. Like I think originally they wanted the 2 upper tails were like stitched to the hair and didn't come out. And I was like, I don't really like that. Also make it fluffier. And they did it, and they absolutely nailed it. They launched it. The campaign went fantastic. I kind of want to relaunch it, but I think they have like a year cooldown for that. Right. I could launch other plushies though, but I don't really have any other plushies to launch that I know of. But yeah, it was a great experience. They're a great company.
Yeah,
also
that
Canadian.
Was fun.
Now I have a Cullen plushie, and now many
Let's
other
go to
people do too.
And...
It was an honor because it was just I do not want to sell plushies for money. My number one reason for doing this was 1, I wanted a plushie, and 2, I wanted other people to have a plushie. And if I could give some opportunity to do that, hell yes, I'm doing it. And it actually did end up paying really well, which surprised me. Huh. they give you a bigger cut depending on how successful the plushie is. I think after like, if you sell more than like 400, they give you a larger cut, which is cool.
Yeah, what, because of like economies of scale and stuff producing it?
I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know, man.
Yeah.
All I know is Fumo.
I just know the less they make, the more it costs.
Well, what Mindcap's doing, I'm answering Crafty Masterman's question here. What Makeship is doing with Mindcap is, I think it's what they do when they're not 100% sure the campaign will succeed. So what they do is they set up some kind of petition where you can pledge $2. And then when enough people pledge, it shows like, okay, you clearly have enough people who are willing to pledge. So you'll definitely have enough people who are willing to buy the plushie. And then all the people who pledge those $2 just go on and buy the plushie anyways. So it's basically,
that's what I did.
Find me 200 people who actually want to buy this plushie, and then we'll do it. Nope, I didn't have a petition. They just launched mine right away. And the campaign lasts 3 weeks, but they often extend it to 4. They also did a giveaway. Usually do a
I know
giveaway,
the Calamity mod is doing one.
Who won
for
my
my
giveaway again?
I think Mindcap's one. He made them before, and I bought one, but the shipping container that had them in like fell into the sea.
Yeah, the winners of my giveaway.
I never even got a refund for it, but
someone who follows me on Twitter and someone who follows me on Twitter.
I guess the Supreme Calamitous one is not.
It's cool because two people who won my giveaway are like active people who follow and engage with me on Twitter, and they just won free Colon plushie.
Nice.
And then there was a more funny one where was it I think it was Cyan Flower. If you know, I don't know if you know them. They recently got a featured level that was really fun, and they made one of the icons that got in 2.2, but it got credited wrong. At some point though, the developer of Rhythm Doctor, who I'm really good friends with, fizzed. They bought my plushie, but said that like they don't really collect plushies, so whoever like replies to their tweet first will get the plushie. And so I think it was Cyan Flower, and so they sort of got a free plushie through him, kind of like a mini giveaway itself. And I was like, wait, no, I know this person. That's awesome.
That's cool.
Fizz is such a nice human being. I only have nice things to say about this guy. Such a good game developer.
So many small world stories like that for all of us.
Yeah.
So you've made a lot of videos, obviously. And so I am also very curious about if you have ever wanted to make a video on something or started but then didn't finish it, and if so, do you have any reasons for that?
Yeah, plenty of times. Not as much as I used to, because making videos now, I've changed my style to the point where it's such a big process. So usually if I know for a fact I'm not going to do it, I'll eventually just like pull out before I've even written the script. But back in the day, I took notes for like a lot of videos that just never ended up happening. Or I'd like imagine a whole video out in my head and then I just like don't actually do it. Trying to think of some examples. I think I used to I used to write a bunch of ideas on like Google Keep. Oh no, I keep it on Notion now.
I've heard Notion's good. Like what
I'm
gains do you get with it?
I'm using it. I take my school notes on it, and I'm tracking all of my fake geometrydash research on it.
Huh.
Yeah, there's a video I still kind of want to do, but it's sort of on the back burner. I have 30,000 unread messages in geometrydash, and I wanted to train an AI off of them so I can make an AI that just writes shitty geometrydash messages.
That would be so good. What would you use it for? Like,
I don't know.
How would you weaponize it?
It's just funny. I did it with the daily chat already, and it wasn't a very popular video. It's more just I need to find a good AI to train it off. You can't really find it for some reason. I had this idea where I wanted to make a video where I just literally just take 10 levels that I like and just talk about why I like them. I still might do that if I'm bored because I think it's nice to just have videos like that. But it's definitely on the back burner.
Yeah, I've done that before. It's kind of fun.
When I was a lot younger, like we're talking many, many years ago, I wrote the script for a video which explains every editor trigger in like 30 seconds each, like a speed run of explaining every editor trigger. And then I never ended up voicing it or making it. I think I wanted to make a video that like uses some math or whatever to figure out how fast the cube is actually moving and then compare it against other games, but I never did that either because it was honestly not that interesting. Yeah, just like stuff like that.
Yeah, I don't
generally
have that many
the main reason I
scratches.
don't upload much is because I'm just waiting for myself to come up with an idea that I really do want to make, and then I just send it.
Yeah.
Yep, that's the YouTube.
It's not like I'm
YouTube
throwing
way.
ideas in the trash every day. Like, oh, I was gonna do this one. Oh, I finished editing this video. I have the title and thumbnail, but it's gonna hurt my channel, so I'm not gonna. That's what MrBeast does. MrBeast just makes full videos and then like fully edit it, and then he just throws them out at the last video. Like
that's crazy to me. I mean, he has a massive team, but still,
Yeah.
like,
I can't imagine throwing something like that out. Like, what about all the people that like won money and crap like in the video?
Like there's one on Ludwig's channel.
Oh yeah, like he asked
Really?
Jimmy, "Can I just upload it on mine?" He's like, "Yeah, sure, go for it." And so he did, and now it's his like most
What?
popular video.
Yeah.
What video is that?
It was
It's some like
guy
red circle
chasing them
thing,
around.
probably.
It was like some guy chasing them around the city, and that's all I remember.
Yeah, I don't really watch MrBeast
Yeah, kind
anymore,
of
but
MrBeast is an interesting character.
you know how I feel.
Some of his videos are still pretty good, but I think in most cases he's just playing God, and that's so weird to me.
It just feels like TV. Like
I just feel like he's min-maxing YouTube.
He's doing a lot of questionable social experiments lately.
Oh, like the psych ward.
There's some crazy.
Yeah, like why does he keep trapping
like,
people in places? Oh, we're gonna trap you in this. We're gonna trap you in this grocery store. Good luck. And then by week 1, they don't even visit him anymore. They just have a bot that automatically drives in and drops the money off.
Yeah.
At least talk to the man. Hey, you want to live in this circle for 100 days? Hey, we got a partner. You two want to live in this room for 100 days? A white room, the same one that drove Vsauce insane. Never recovered since.
Oh yeah.
But
again, some of his videos are fine, but like I do think he's playing God, which is so weird. I know these people are signing up. Sorry, I don't mean to interrupt. I know these people are signing up to do the videos. That's the number one defense. Like it's not. You can't complain if these people know what they're getting into, but like, why are these the things they're getting into in the first place? Why aren't the videos like less weird?
I feel like he's min-maxing being like a good person, if that makes sense.
Well, I mean, it's all content.
I think I know what you mean.
It is all content.
Yeah, I mean, I'll sit down and watch a MrBeast video if I just made dinner. New MrBeast video. Eating with YouTube, can't do it. Well, can't not do it.
I mean, like when he does do like the philanthropy stuff, obviously I do respect it. To an extent, it feels kind of like poverty porn. Like, oh, we're just making this because look at me, I have such a good impression. But like,
just virtue signaling?
I can definitely see that the good intentions are there. I think it's just kind of a side product of the way he presents it all, and I don't really think there's a way to avoid that.
Yeah.
But like, I'd like to believe there's good intentions. I don't think any other YouTuber would do that if they didn't actually if they weren't trying to make some difference. But there's this one freaking image where I have like a Google Nest or whatever that just has a slideshow of random shitpost images. And there's this one image that just sends me every time I see it from his philanthropy channel.
Let me see.
I'll post it in the chat.
What?
Put it up on the stream.
That is so fucking weird. Like,
just put it up on the stream, please.
That's not an actual.
That is an actual video.
That's definitely.
That's an actual video.
Yes. Yeah, you made that video.
What? Beast or.
It's the thumbnail for me.
No.
Like
yes.
Like,
your
I know
parents
he's
are dead. Welcome
doing
to
a
Beast
very
Orphanage.
good thing. He's doing a very good thing.
It comes off so weirdly, though.
There are people in this world who are so much less fortunate than us. We should be paying attention to that. Let's not call into question the orphan crushing machine.
Yeah.
But like this this freaking thumbnail. It's like the bright pink text.
It's like he's made it
yeah,
so
like they're just
happy,
slapping
like,
it on there like it's a store.
I
like,
prefer
these
the
aren't
version where his mouth was
orphans.
open. It does not look like a human being.
I respect him, but it's just so funny. Oh my god.
It rubs a lot
What
of
if we kissed
people the
in
wrong
Beast
way.
Orphanage?
It's like there's something kind of weird about it, but no one could pin it down. So if people try to put it into words, they're like, "Why do you hate this guy?" So...
I've been watching MrBeast since like Zobros appeared on his channel.
Oh yeah, no, same.
In like the worst intros era.
That was a
Yeah.
godlike era.
I stopped watching
it was the edgy internet era. It was very edgy in retrospect.
Yeah.
It was cool to clown on people. I think we've kind of moved on from that.
Yeah, now that's all on Twitter.
I think his videos now, to me, they're all well made, and he's obviously literally taking it as far as anyone could. But it just feels so sludgy to me now. Like, I don't know.
I can get through them. I feel like a lot of people are trying to copy his editing style, though.
Oh,
like
I was gonna bring that up.
It's so obvious when you hear like people, like every video
the same
starts
font,
the same. It's like
the
this
same
video,
intro.
This video,
we just
This video, God. I'm gonna get every advancement in Minecraft. And like, so the first advancement you get is simply by breaking a tree, and now we have our first wooden log.
Oh, and don't forget
don't click off just yet, because by the end of the video, we're gonna be slaying the Ender Dragon and getting every potion effect. So keep watching. Anyways, our next advancement is called Monster Hunter, and I got this one by killing a creeper. But keep watching, because soon we're gonna be killing the Wither. It's just that, and like. They zoom out to like some like 3D graphic of like all the advancements placed in like a physical
and
location.
it's very quickly moving.
Yeah. Oh god, I'm picturing it right now.
Minecraft advancements as an example is because I've been watching so much Feinberg, the AA speedrunner.
Yeah, that dude's cool.
My brother is much more into him than I am, but I love him. Feinberg, best YouTuber, best Minecraft streamer.
Man. It's so hard to digest. Like, imagine growing up now with like that's like so much of content now. Back then it was like because YouTube ran
people just made videos that they found fun.
Well, yeah, I mean, it's much more algorithmically strategic now than it used to be. Like back then it was just like, hey, what's up,
everyone
guys?
was just cutting things up in like Premiere Pro.
And now it's just like we just did.
It's like, people are trying to like solve YouTube. Like I don't care.
It's like an engagement strategy.
If you want to solve YouTube, just make a video that does none of that, because we're all sick of it.
Yeah. I mean, we
live in a world where like,
and that's what I do personally. I don't give a shit
get
about
success
at
without
the most.
doing that.
I try to make like thumbnails and titles that much work.
Yeah,
that's
I think that's a lot more important. And I think
you need to then actually click on the video, but like after that, even my titles are very chill though. Like, and my thumbnails are simple. I'll have like one very simple image. Often it's just like a screenshot with some text. Because I know people will go like, oh, that's geometrydash. The way I see it, you want the thumbnail to be a question, and then the answer is the video title. So that's how I usually do my things.
I should probably do that.
Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't.
Yeah, you want to make
and then my actual video content is just exactly what I would want to watch. I don't bother with any of like the.
Do you want to know? What I do?
Sometimes I do. Sometimes I do call to actions for subscriptions though, just because they do work. And I know it's not the end of the world.
I do stuff like this. Like I just go way too hard with the thumbnails.
Yeah, I see it. You don't have to.
I think they're
a simple
fine.
Thumbnail is really nice.
Yeah. No, I think
I've had a lot of people.
You definitely don't have to like MrBeast every video to get like my Catatarsaurus video was horrible. It's just like a shadow play recording cut together of me talking at like minus 20 decibels because I didn't bring it up over like playing this terrible level, and it's on like my most viewed non-showcase video or something.
Yeah. Well, this convo started with Beast Orphanage.
Yeah, they like to call what's happening the MrBeastification of YouTube.
Yeah, and even MrBeast said he's sick of it, but also he's MrBeast, so like, shrug.
He needs to innovate.
He's trying to make his videos more chill. He said, but the question is, will he actually? Like
I'm sure he can mess
for
around
every
with how
little
much that
thing he does in
actually
his
affects him.
videos, there's a group of people planning out what is the most engaging possible thing they can do.
Yeah,
It feels so
Yeah.
manufactured.
Doesn't he have them planned out like 2
like
years in advance? Like it'll be 2 years
Yeah, he
before we
does.
get that. The chillness.
I mean, I'm sure it's like roughly planned out. I'm sure it's like
Yeah.
planned out on paper because like there's no way he's gonna meet his perfect vision on
But-
everything from 2 years from now.
There is one
No.
reason I do respect him, and it's the fact that he doesn't actually upload that often. It's not like he's trying to do daily uploads. He's just trying to
Oh,
do
that would be way
No.
too much.
occasional uploads that are just really, really high quality. And it's also good
Yeah.
because then when you subscribe, you're not getting spammed.
His editing has gotten crazy now.
Most
Like
of the
people just explode.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, I don't
he
know
just
what's up with that.
explodes stuff for no reason.
Most of the channels that I sub to now are just like ones that only upload like once every month or two because like there's no harm in not subscribing.
Yeah, that's what I do.
Yeah.
That's how I do my channel as well.
I think if I was doing like when I'm doing YouTube, obviously I'll still do showcases, but I would want to do also higher quality videos like every so often as well.
Yeah.
Like I wouldn't want to just churn them out every day. Like I know some people do, like some people aim to make like a video every day, like playing this level, playing that level, playing that, but I don't think I
Scheduling
could
is
do
a
it.
great thing.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know how long it takes for me to make videos. They release when they release. I have that website
Yeah.
I made I have a website called When Is the Next GD Cologne video, which I actually I updated as I'm working on a video because it helps me track my progress just as much as it helps other people who want to know when I get stuff out. But in this case, it just says script work in progress.
Yeah.
Have you ever thought about making non-GD stuff before?
I don't really feel a need to. I'm really happy with what GD provides. If I really wanted to, I could. Like I debated making like a video breaking down like the game design of just shapes and beats because I really respect it. I like how it teaches so much without using any words. Animal Well does that too. I love games that do that. But I tell this to a lot of people. It's like if you went to Starbucks and asked them for a pizza. It's just like you have the wrong audience.
What, like you feel like if you made a video on something, you'd want to be kind of
I feel like it's not what people are there
an
for.
expert in it. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gambling with that.
But like
at
if
the
I
moment.
really wanted to, I could definitely push for it. It would be rough at first, but I could definitely get it done.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
New development on the RobTop picture. The 1200 has a 999 hidden behind it, so it's probably color channels.
Oh.
Yeah.
1200
Are groups
1200
still?
Groups are 9999 now. 1200 is such an arbitrary number. Groups
Minecraft's
being
gonna be
999 is
crying when that
interesting
happens.
because
Maybe it's something in the code.
It's such a random limit because like if groups are just
1200
stored in
plus.
integers, they could go way higher. But I think it's more just to encourage some level of optimization.
Yeah.
Because like just because you could go higher doesn't always mean you should.
Yeah, I know.
Oh, I'm so tired.
I've seen very few levels that actually would have needed more than 999. Like Limbo is the only one I can think
I
of.
mean,
Maybe
as of
some Sputnik's
2.2,
levels.
you can do everything in so many less groups, mainly because of spawn
Yeah.
remapping is basically a better version of build helper. It's build help.
Yeah.
It's spawn remapping it's build helper, but you have one set of triggers that controls every single time it's copy and pasted. So if you want to change all of them, you just have to change that one trigger.
Makes sense.
It's fantastic.
Yeah, it sounds like
Rob does
pretty
use a
good
lot of color
optimization.
channels in his levels to the point that like it's so hard to edit a RobTop level because his color channel usage is nuts. I've analyzed how RobTop uses colors in groups. Area triggers help a lot too because now you don't have to like assign a color channel for every like vertical slice of a level.
Oh yeah.
But no, looking at RobTop's groups, you can see a lot. Like if you look at Dash, the final group IDs for the level are all related to the coins. You can see, actually, I think it was the second coin was the last thing he put in the level, or at least the last group ID he used, which kind of shows because the coins weren't in the 2.2 trailer, by the way. So he added them in the last month.
Didn't you make a video that like indirectly made RobTop fix
the
coins
Sub-Zero
and something?
video.
Yeah,
the Sub-Zero video coins were awful. RobTop agreed they were awful. So And the timing was so good because while I was making that video, he was updating all the free versions of the game since it got taken off Google Play.
Yeah.
And I made that video while he was updating Sub-Zero. And I knew that. And I was scared I wouldn't be able to get it out in time. But it lined up perfectly so that he was working on Sub-Zero, bug fixing the levels while I was making that video. And he just
that's
updated the
perfect.
coins.
He's like, oh, may as well.
Thanks for the tier 1, nevertheless.
Did you know that the second coin in Dash is actually scaled up? RobTop actually scaled a coin. But you can't tell because the background, you can't tell because it's super zoomed out. So I guess
maybe that's why he did it.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Or else the coin would be too small.
Yeah.
Watch a movie with the kids? Well, I got to update Finger Dash. Or whatever, Dash. Dude, I need food. I'm hungry. We've been going for 2 hours.
I'll eat at some point.
Yeah, we're almost done.
But keep watching, because in the final question, I'm going to address if I'm a furry. Sorry, I had to.
Yeah, we'll have a countdown at the top.
Dude, our view count just tripled.
Dude, no way.
Dude, I'm gonna. So did you know that 97% of people are not subscribed? What are you doing? I don't know what you're doing with your life.
God, if I look at analytics, did you know?
Maybe that's the new strategy. Just
as long as you bring that up, I need to throw some shade. SD Slayer, I don't know if you're in the chat, but you've started all of your videos recently with your subscriber graph showing that only like 90% of people are unsubscribed. But that is a graph from 2022, and you've never changed it since. You've been using the same December 2022 graphic at the start of every video. You're lying with statistics because it's higher.
You just inspect elements to put it to like 99%.
Bro's lying.
Dude, if I was trying to milk subs, I'd lie about it too.
So don't ask me to subscribe
only
before I've even
1%
watched
of
the
people.
video. I don't know yet. You gotta show me.
Guys, I'm going to die. My doctor said I have to get 500k subscribers by tomorrow.
No, you know what pisses me off? You know, have you seen all those shorts from popular creators where it's like, we're at 9,999,999 subscribers.
Yeah, like
Mark
Rober.
More.
Yeah.
Shut
and it's like so
the fuck up.
And it's so over edited. And the sub count's on the screen and it's like going up really fast and it's going like it's audibly like
we're gonna launch 5 billion
talking,
fireworks.
Like, as we're doing this, by the way, we're almost at 5 minutes. So we got to get the bell.
It makes my blood boil.
This is what I'm talking about. Like, it's so not digestible. You just can't watch it. I can't watch shit like that. It literally just melts my brain into sludge.
Like, I'm actually angry just thinking about it.
Got 30 million subs from 2 shorts. God,
what?
Dude.
So it works.
Of course it fucking works.
I might have to go to a dark side. Hang on.
Got 30 million from 2 shorts.
He has 50.
I'm waiting for Kai Guys to do this now.
Short subscribers don't count.
They don't mean
that's what I'm saying. They don't count. That's annoying because now if you meet
oh my god,
I have 100,000 subs.
In 2024, Mark Rober gained like 30 million subs. What the frick?
Good for
him. Cheating. Shorts are cheating.
Yeah, shorts.
It's like if you meet someone and they're verified, and you're like, oh,
just keep in mind that when you gain subs from shorts, they're not sticking around for your long form videos.
Nope.
So it might be a wise idea to move it to a separate channel because they will. If you lean too much into shorts, they're gonna start to murder your long form content.
Yeah, that's already happened to me because I stopped making GD content. So
I would divide shorts people's subscribers by like 10.
Yeah, but it's just weird when you mix shorts and long form, and so you start getting all the long form. Yeah, Kai Guy's long form shorts do not. Kai Guy's long form videos do not do that great, I believe.
No, he tries to Mr. Beastify.
Yeah, there's also how's Beanable doing? Beanable's such a weird character.
Oh,
I've just seen Beanable around, and I don't know.
Isn't that guy a shorts person?
Yeah, their shorts are like absolute slop.
Dude, his last video got 500 views, and he has 400k.
Yeah, his other video, but like
that's what sucks about shorts. Like it's literally just 0 people who actually care about you, and that's harsh, but it's the reality of it.
Yeah, I think.
Do you want to know what I do?
Who else? Who's that person who wears like the mask and plays? That's like the biggest GD Shorts YouTuber.
I know what you're talking about.
That,
yeah. The guy did the dances.
No, yeah, the one who did the skibbity toilet Smurf cat video.
Yeah.
That That was actually hilarious.
Like 17 million views or whatever.
Dude, this is so funny. I just found another channel that I've never heard of in my life. Look at
What,
this.
with like 1 mil subs?
Look at this. Like, who is that? No
What?
offense if you're Galaxy.
How's this
no
person have
offense
more
if you're
subs than
listening,
Riot? This person's
Yeah,
about to
like,
overtake
what?
you.
Yeah, it's another shorts person.
And it's short, so divide that
no
by
shade
like
to those people,
50.
but like, it's so
Who's
funny.
that
It's
one?
like,
Who's that one YouTube? His name starts with a C, I think, but he just uploaded like 50 dash but blank versions.
I know Deluxe
don't know.
12 is one of them, and
It's
now he's
like-
like super relevant.
me just look up
Cool Man
dash
Pizza
butt.
stuff, right?
Yeah, it's Crano, Crrano. It's just now they moved on to Roblox, but they've just kept doing
naturally.
dash but this, dash but there's like we can read through the catalog even. We got dash in 3D dash but only the wave, dash but it's the full song, dash but it's reverse, dash in 1.0. I'm not making these up, by the way.
Dash but.
Dash V4, dash but only the cube, dash full version, old versus new comparison, dash
God.
original versus 1.0 versus layout comparison, dash but it's fire in the hole, dash but the vehicles are different, dash but it's in the stereo meta style, dash but you hold click, dash but it's silent, dash but it's a remake, dash without effects, dash without camera triggers, dash but it's shitty, dash but it's all the bugs, dash but there's no alpha triggers, dash but it's only.
This is
I can't go
crazy.
on.
This
I
is
can't
like
go
imagine this being like your
Each one
thing.
gets the views kind of vary. Some get 1 million, some get like 100K.
Oh, yeah, but like I don't know. I take some comfort in knowing they're getting like
I
a cent
bet-
per 1,000 views on that. So
I bet all of those people are sad.
Yeah.
I bet none of them are happy. Yes,
Now, why doesn't anyone
He has
respect me?
900,000 subs.
Here's my advice for YouTube. This is coming from a YouTuber that I'd like to believe has a soul.
Yeah.
Fuck subscribers and let view counts steer a little bit for what works well. The reason I'm so proud of Eric Van Wilderman in specific is that it took him like over a decade to reach 1 million subscribers. His growth was always really slow and gradual. But that means that it's because there's people who actually care about the content he's making. And it's like that for me too. I am also,
it's been like that.
I've been doing YouTube for a decade. It takes me about a year to get 100,000 subscribers at this rate. And it's always been like that for a while. But I can sleep well knowing that I didn't like put out one specific thing that just artificially shot up my view count. It's all happening very, very slowly. But I like that. It's also much more rewarding for each milestone you do hit. It's not like you wake up one morning at 100K, then the next morning you're at 200K. You just feel nothing when that happens. It's so rewarding when I'm just making what I want to make.
Yeah, I think for me as well, it was like I would just gain about 100 subs a day, but it just happened for like 2 years straight, and that amounted to
exactly.
I think hitting 100K just before I went to uni, and then I stopped the daily uploads and stuff, so I went down a bit. I'm like 187 now, 2 years in. But I mean, it's still growing. I'm surprised because I've hardly uploaded, and I still gained like 87,000, which I'm like, people are just still discovering my old videos.
I only recently hit 50K.
Damn. I'm like, damn, I could actually just hit 1 mil if I just left my channel for like 10 years. But I am actually going to properly do stuff again. So I'm looking forward to whatever will happen.
This topic makes me lose so much faith in everything. But like, there's people who care. And there's a lot of them in the Geometry Dash community. And that's what I like. You have the scumbags like Kai Guy, Waboo, whatever. They are just in it. They do not care at all.
Well, the guy who can't be happy if he doesn't like gain.
But what I love is that when there are good videos, they do get a ton of recognition in Geometry Dash. Like look at Samifying, for example. Look at Sputnik's videos. Like these videos suck. They do get a ton of views, the other ones. But when you do have like a genuinely amazing Geometry Dash video that comes out, there will be lots of eyes on it. Very consistent.
Yeah, it's just be so good they can't ignore you.
Yeah, and that's what fuels me to make videos. I know that there's so many ways to cheat your way to the top, but you don't have to do that.
Yeah. I think you can get there by you can kind of take the easy route and just spam shorts
make
and
something,
gain it, but you're not going to feel fulfillment
that's just
from that.
genuinely really good. You will be so much more proud of it. The audience
And
will love it so much more.
You'll have respect.
Yeah, and
that's a plus.
Exactly, and it'll be so much more deserved.
Yeah. Yeah, you'll be able to go into stream chat and people will be like, "Oh, I like your videos," instead of just going in.
Instead of just being like, "Who is this verified
shorts?
guy?" Like, what?
Literally,
cool. And
half
the
the
guy
people I see now,
you ruined all the
chat,
comment sections,
and they're verified. And I go to a channel. It's like,
sure. Do you want to know something very like? I'm sure we've all related to this, but I'm starting to get recognized like in other games that I don't even make videos on.
Yeah.
Because of like the non-GD stuff that I've been making for like the past year.
Yeah, well, having a verified take is kind of a curse. Because when you're verified on YouTube, whenever you comment, people are like, "Colin, I thought you only played Geometry Dash."
God, no, I've gotten that so many times.
I've never been much of a YouTuber commenter, but when I have something to say, I will leave a comment.
Yes,
I leave comments when I have something meaningful to say, and it helps you get noticed in stream chats a lot, which is fun. But I actually comment a lot inside of Geometry Dash. Like, I very frequently comment on levels. And when I do comment on levels, it's like genuine criticism of the level. I point out what I liked about the level, what I think they could have improved on. And I'm not just like being a dick. Because now when you go to end the comments on any level in GD, everyone's just a total asshole for no reason.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I try to like...
It's not constructive.
Yeah. Like, hold on, let me pull up my comment history. What have I said?
God, but my comment history
commented,
is terrible.
"Gary, there's a bomb strapped to my on the new Sir Punch level," and got top comment. Most stuff I say is pretty positive, but I'll usually sneak in something that I kind of wish they did better.
Yeah.
Or like saying, "No, this like I don't get why everyone's commenting asking for this to be demon. It's not. Wish you did more with this one part of the level. It felt kind of out of place." Cool level, felt kind of impossible to have a run without bugs though. I think that's from faulty implementation. I don't like what you did with the camera here. You can't really look ahead, but otherwise I love the vision you had, stuff like that.
I think people also, if you get a comment like that, rather than just cool level, people will appreciate that a lot more. Like you actually took the time to think of like criticism for the level instead of just went, cool.
Yeah, because most people don't.
That's like criticism 101. Like
here's the thing, though.
Bad,
let's say you're playing a genuinely awful Geometry Dash level. You're mad, and you know how you blow off that steam? You open up the comment section and you just absolutely let it out. And that's what most people do, especially in platformer levels, because those levels are a time commitment. That's like half an hour of your life if it's a bad level.
Yeah.
So people will get really frustrated quickly. And,
do you want to know what irks me like crazy?
What up?
So we both make very long videos. Like, well, I don't know how long yours are on average, but mine are getting like unjustifiable.
Yours are
like
long.
The new one was almost 2 hours. You know what irks the shit out of me? When I get one thing wrong in a 2-hour video and someone's like, "This video sucks because this one thing is wrong. You need to do more research." Oh my god, they're not wrong.
Figure out how to use.
But oh
YouTube
my god,
YouTube has like a corrections feature on some channel, but I've been able to figure out how to get it worse. Like when in my
only a few people
I can barely talk now. In my 2.2 analysis video, I got the total amount of orbs required to unlock all the treasure room chests off by a factor of like 1,000, and I looked like a total fool.
I
wish I could
I get shit wrong.
We
all
make
the time.
mistakes.
And I thought there was a new trail, but it wasn't. Turns out I just forgot what trails are in the game.
Do you know what's amazing though? Like when I released the Mario Kart Wii video, I got some stuff wrong, right? But thank God for a dedicated community, because a lot of community members that are way more dedicated and way more intelligent than I am reached out to me and like wrote a whole correction thing on Google Docs for me to pin as a comment and like credit them. And I love that.
Yeah, that's
what I don't love is people just being like, "Well, no offense, but you know, you got this one thing wrong, so this whole video is now invalidated." Oh my god, sometimes I read those and I'm just like, fucking
no, and they're like, I would advise people who don't know the game not to watch this video because it's wrong. It's like, come on.
I mean, like, I don't know. I got a reply the other day that was like, you know, there's so many things wrong in this video that you need to just redo it, man. There's so much misinformation.
Oh, do you know
And
what
look,
is terrible?
They are not exactly wrong, but
Your Honor,
you've never
every
made a
Waboo
video
video.
The comment section on my History of Slaughterhouse video now, holy shit, it's all just, you were wrong about Spacey, because obviously in the video I go, Spacey K verified the level, everyone was happy, the end, because it was before Spacey
Do they
K.
think you're a
And
fucking time traveler?
And so
I
all the
know,
comments,
right?
all the comments are like, that aged like milk, that aged like milk, like, yes, I know the video
Yeah,
is
it did
pretty
age like
much
milk.
outdated.
Do you know
now,
what
but I'm
really
still
irked
keeping
me
it
one
on.
time?
Mm.
So the first non-GD video I made was a Mario 64 Iceberg thing. And of course you're not going to be good at it the first time you do it because, you know.
Right.
And I didn't know what Eternal Star was at first, but then in the middle of the video, I did like a bit where I was like, actually, this is wrong and I'm dumb. But so many people just immediately paused it after I was wrong, right before I did like a bit of me correcting myself immediately.
Yeah,
just being
that
like,
happens. You have to watch
just being
out for
like,
that.
dude, what the fuck is wrong? Like, you know nothing about Mario. It's
Yeah,
like, come on,
people
dude.
comment before they watch the full thing, so you have to be ready for
Yeah.
that.
Oh yeah, I mean,
Fortunately,
what
I've never
learned-
had that many bad experiences with the comment section. Usually, it'll just be them pointing out a mistake that I'm aware of, so I'll just put in a pin comment or something.
Yeah, yeah.
I think two that come to mind are like, there was like, yeah, I guess in like the videos where I like heavily criticize gameplay, people will be like, you don't know what you're saying. Actually, I think this. But I find that in a lot of those videos, like the Generation Retro video, it's less about just being like, no, you're wrong, you're stupid. But I think it actually sparks I think there's a lot of really interesting discussion that gets sparked in the comment sections. Because people like,
Yeah.
I'm just making my thing. You don't have to agree with me. And when people don't, they're actually providing why they feel that way in the comments. And then you kind of get a conversation going back and forth, which is awesome.
Oh yeah.
And then there was also like, I think my last April Fool's video from like 2023 when I was reviewing the hardest demons in the game, but really I was just reviewing fan art of them. I think some people were like, "No, you took this too far," and I'm like, "No." It's like, so no, it's like, "Oh, you're being like, oh, this is so rude to the artist. You're just talking about how like hot these characters are." I'm like, I literally asked all of these artists specifically for permission to do this. I told them exactly what they're getting into and they were all honored. So yeah.
Yeah. I don't like when
I had a whole
people get offended for other people.
Yeah. I put a lot of work in that video. Looks like a shit post, but I put so much work into it because I had a whole spreadsheet of like, I had a list of all the artists and like if I asked them for permission, what their responses was, if they had like certain ways they wanted to see it get used. And I made sure to like respect all of that. So like I know what the hell I'm doing.
Oh yeah. You know what I've learned from
the Windy Landscape
videos?
one was awesome. That's all of Lofi's art is amazing. She does like so much work for my channel, but is also just an awesome human being beyond that.
You know what I've learned from making videos like that where you have to cover a lot of information?
Sure. What
I've learned is that it will literally never be enough. So don't even fucking try to please everybody. Obviously, we all know that, but
well, you should try.
I think every creator is always
want the video to
no.
be good,
I mean, please everyone in a sense of like
off.
filling in every single super specific. It's like I got it right. Like
that's kind of the trap I fall into, and ironically, that's what's going on with Scott the Waz as well. Like his videos are getting way too detailed and way too long. So are mine. In fact, this video I'm working on, the script, I haven't finished the script yet, but it's reached 10,000 words. And that's with me trying to cut out a lot of the details that just don't matter. But I still want to talk about the things that people will find interesting. And I mean will.
Yeah.
Because why would I cut that out?
Yeah, I mean, all power to you. It's good.
Piles
like,
up.
If you finish the video, everything's good, then like who cares? It's just more video to watch, which
and
people will like.
I really debated this video being a two-parter. It would work, but I think it's the kind of video where like the entire first like half hour of the video is just setting itself up, and you kind of lose that magic if it's split into two parts.
Yeah.
So I'm just doing one long rabbit hole because I know there's an audience for it.
Yeah, people will watch it. I'll tell you that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, man.
Yeah,
yeah,
no,
but I mean,
made too many mistakes. I mean, what mistakes can you make doing like showcases? I've misspelt titles before. That's just shameful when I've done that. if you've ever spoken to me typing on a keyboard, if it's not a MacBook keyboard, I just can't type without making like 5 spelling mistakes in a sentence.
Yeah, I recently, when I was working on, I think I was working on my April Fool's video, while this was like during exam season, by the way, like work was really piling up while I was making this April Fool's video. So things were not great. I was just like, I had this really shitty keyboard that I've been using for a while, and like the keys would like pop off. No GD reference intended, but
Dude, wait, did they
eventually
like
what? I was like really aggressively typing stuff out, and eventually like a bunch of keys broke off. I couldn't fix it, and I'm just like, okay, I really I can't take this anymore. So I just immediately like went outside, hopped on a bus to like a nearby tech store, bought a new keyboard right then, was back within like half an hour, just set it up, and then continued working.
That's the ultimate grind.
And it was really hard getting used to the keyboard because I used to have like a very low profile keyboard, and that's kind of why it was so not durable.
Yeah.
Now I have like a much it's still a membrane one because I feel like mechanical keyboards are just way too loud. Like I've tried many like
loud, yeah.
I've tried a lot of switch testers and stuff to find something that feels good to me. But like then I'll try like all the different switches, and then I'll see like I'll just see like a regular membrane keyboard on display next to it, and I'm typing with it. And I'm just like, I like this one more. I know mechanical keyboards are cool. They're like the gamer one to have. They're better. They're swappable, stuff like that. But this one feels good to me. I'm just gonna take it.
No, there is a vibe to it. I think they're the only keyboards that come with low profile keys. That is a reason I would get one. Is like membranes just are easier to type on versus mechanical keyboards with like tall keys. Yeah, at least for me.
These ones are pretty tall now. I'm getting used to it again. I can type fine now. But also I need to have 100% keyboard as a programmer.
Yeah. I rock 80%.
That is true.
Maybe I don't need the numpad, but
numpads are nice to have.
You know what I did?
Actually, I used the numpad was the main way I moved in Isaac. Because my old keyboard had a really bad ghosting problem where in Isaac there's cases where you need to press a lot of keys at the same time. Like maybe you'll be moving and like you'll be moving diagonally, but you put a third finger on moving right. So now you have like 3 keys on the movement keys while you're also shooting tiers, while you're also like maybe like preparing to use an item. My keyboard couldn't handle that. So I had to move my shooting keys to the numpad button. So most people in Isaac shoot with the arrow keys. I shoot with numpad 8, 4, 6, and 2. And I still do. Yeah, it's right across from the other line.
I think some keyboards with like cheaper PCBs, they have a limit of how many keys you can press at once before it's
I know exactly.
It just doesn't let you.
I could play with a controller, but I play most stuff on a keyboard now. I'm just so used to it.
Do you know what I do for my keyboard setup if I need a numpad?
What?
So I have an 80%, a 10 keyless, which is just like the main thing, the arrow keys, and the function keys, and like page up.
So just no numpad.
Yeah, no numpad.
Right.
And I actually bought an external numpad like a couple years ago.
Yeah.
And whenever I need to use it, I just plug it in, and then we have a
One thing keyboard. I do is most numpad keys I don't use, especially like numpad plus, numpad enter. So I just remapped all of those keys to do different things. Like I think numpad enter. Oh no, I unmapped that one because it kept hitting it accidentally. Some of them control media because my keyboard does have media buttons, but they're like annoying to reach. So I did those as well. And then I think I made one of them like automatically show my desktop. I was just like, what are the keyboard shortcuts that I use most often? And I think it's like Win Shift S to screenshot and Win D to peek your desktop.
Yeah, I got a there's a thing
and
called
of
like
course Win Alt Shift L or whatever the one that opens LinkedIn is.
Yeah, I was gonna say
like,
that.
You know you can do that. You know there's different letters like W opens Word.
Yeah, there's one for Outlook.
That's weird.
Yeah.
Office. No, is it Office or Outlook? I don't know.
I don't remember. Anyways, what were you saying?
Yeah, I was saying no. For my keyboard, it's like on Amazon you can get a base. It's called like the GMMK Pro or something, and I ordered. You can get pre-lubed and filmed switches, and I just put those in, put a keycap set on it. Took like not long, and it's a pretty sick keyboard. To be fair, it's like pretty nice to use, and it was a lot more effort than when I built mechanical keyboards in the past. where I've had to like solder in however many diodes or whatever, and then solder in the switches.
That sounds.
I did all that and then forgot to put in a layer that went in between the switches and the PCB after soldering everything on. At that point, I just gave up.
If I made a custom keyboard, it would probably end up being really boring. Like,
mine's pretty boring.
I'm not a crazy design person. I just want a keyboard that looks like a keyboard.
Yeah.
You know, I'll just unplug my keyboard.
Like this keyboard, the keyboard I have has RGB. I just set it entirely to orange because the orange is my favorite. Same with my G502, by the way. They're just both.
I turned mine off. I don't have the keycaps that allow for the light to come through, so it doesn't matter.
My keyboard is only orange. My mouse is only orange, and they're both faded a little bit, so they're not even at full brightness.
Yeah,
little orange.
I've had way too many fucking because I used to play so many FPS games, so I would just try a bunch of keyboards out, like the Ducky, the G Pro.
They have a SpongeBob keyboard. Do you still have?
Yeah, I do have that.
I want to see it.
I do still have it. It's at my parents'
keyboard
house.
And mouse.
I don't have it on me. But yeah, I mean stuff like that. The fucking
I'm much more of a fan of things that just look cool instead of like it doesn't have to have RGB to look cool.
Yeah, like the Sakura keyboards.
Yeah, like I have a pair of speakers.
Chair. My chair is falling apart. The pieces are just falling off.
Oh, same. I've had the same DX Racer for.
But I like my
10
chair.
Years. Wow.
I've been sitting in it for a while.
Yeah.
It's a good chair.
You want to see mine?
Sure.
Look at this.
Oh, geez, you got one of the gaming chairs.
No,
if I got a proper chair, it'd be a Homer Miller.
This one they
my chair comes from the fact that my dad got new chairs for his office, and he was just like, "Hey, do you want our old ones?" And I was like, "Hell yeah!" And then I got my first office chair, and I was like young, so I've been using this chair for like a long time.
Yeah.
Well, he gave me 2 of the chairs, so I'm on my second one now. The first one's next to me, and it's a lot worse.
You can't really see, but it is falling apart.
Oh yeah.
I'm looking at the Fumos. It's not that bad.
It's not terrible. It's still got a bit left.
You see my chair? That's all on this too.
Like, that's crazy. No. Doesn't it like shed into your hair? I got that problem with my headphone cups where like I have
pieces of my chair
of crap.
See this? That's open.
Yeah, you need to get a new chair, man. That's the thing though. I get a gaming chair, but they look too gamery for me.
Exactly.
So I'd have to get something like a Homer Miller.
My other chair is over there.
I could get a new chair, but like this one still works. I'm sitting in it right now.
Yeah, that's a good mindset. The chair is
doing its job, so like I don't need it.
You got to keep that mindset, or else you just become.
I use my keyboard right until the pieces starting falling off. My microphone, it might be time for an upgrade, but like no one's complained.
Yeah, I think there's a certain pride as well in just using something until it's broken, rather than just getting it because you want it.
It's not mold. Whoever said that, you're banned for life.
Oh, fucking old Cobster. I know.
No, but I can't.
2.5 hours.
Yeah, we're about to end.
Yeah, we're nearly at the end of the questions.
I can't sit in my chair with a shirt off because all the flakes just stick to my back.
When are you sitting in a chair with your shirt off?
Very rarely. It's like once I'm out of the shower or something, and I just
no, I do that in summer when it's like it gets.
You get out of the shower, then just immediately hop on Geometry Dash.
No, I mean like, because sometimes it gets really hot in here.
You must have air conditioning or something. You haven't had like a day in summer where it's 35 degrees in your room. Yeah. You kind of can't have a t-shirt.
I have AC here at home. In my university dorm, I don't know, but even then, I have like a light shirt on. I got a little fan, and I've been using that. But it's not great.
You like my jacket? This is
you've got a whole thing going on.
Ooh,
I wear this a lot. I wonder if anybody's seen me in public in real life wearing this.
When I was at Miku Expo, I got a nice Miku hat, and I've been wearing that a lot lately. That's so sick, though.
I found it at like I don't know if you guys have Marshalls or TJ Maxx or anything like that.
We have TK
I found
Maxx.
It there. They're just like retailers.
My Miku hat is downstairs, but I do have a Miku hat.
My dad has always told me that I have like a very conscious, like knowledge of fashion,
Miles
and that like I just
Morales
look
drip.
very good and I don't even try.
I don't
know.
try to dress up at all. I just wear the clothes that I like.
Yeah, same.
Yeah, I just bought a few like nice jackets. They're from a place called like Acronym. They make really good jackets, really good like trousers. I only have a few pairs, and they just last forever, like for years.
I need to grab something.
I'm just doom scrolling.
But yeah,
Guys, look,
every
check it
time I
out.
go outside, it's like the same
frog
jacket.
in a Game Boy.
This is like my very subtle flex, but like there was blood, sweat, and tears that went into getting into this. Hold on, I'm gonna turn my camera.
All right, no more scrolling.
Here, wait, how do I
Turn
get
it
my
on
camera
VOD Ninja.
Oh, it's oh yeah,
Fucking
I
hell,
have to
this
do it on
Chez.
there. Oh yeah, because my camera's already in use. The this freaking Miku light stick. You have to go to the merch sale so early in advance to get one of these. Like we were probably one of the last people in line, and we were in that line for like 3 hours, getting there like 2 hours before the place even opened. We were probably when we were at the very front of the line, people were walking out like, yeah, I think they only have like 5 left. And we were like, oh my God, we are literally going to be either the last people to get this, or we're just going to barely miss it. And somehow, by a crazy stroke of luck, we got them, and it made the concert like 100 times better. And now I never have to do it again because I can hold on to this for future ones, and it's also kind of cool.
Yeah, that's dope.
Oh, no,
I did a meetup.
I look so white doing that.
Yeah.
Dude,
What makes it different from a regular light stick? Because
up.
it's Miku branded and it's more expensive, and it's cool.
I have a similar Miku experience.
I love Miku.
So I did a meetup in 2022 with Digi, Vinny, and a couple of other people. And we went to the mall, and they bought this Hatsune Miku soda.
Oh, I've seen those
before. But I
before.
had to leave the next day, so they drank it without me.
Oh
no!
And
I want to know what Miku tastes like.
Yeah, now I'll never know.
Yeah.
No, I remember everyone was there. It was Mince, Evie, Vinny, Digi, me. Yeah. No, I remember that now. Yeah, cool. If Digi's still here,
I don't think I've gone on any like big meetups. I've gone on meetups with like individual people, but not. I feel like it would be really fun to go on a big meetup.
There's no one in the UK. Bad because
I've never really been to like any major like meetup cons or anything. Like I debated VidCon for this year. I didn't end up going. I might go next year, or just stuff like PAX or whatever.
Yeah.
I've been to like some local smaller cons, but like that's about it.
They do a lot of meetups in like Chicago and stuff like that.
I mean, because first I have to haul my way all the way over to America first and foremost.
Yeah,
which is annoying.
Yeah, that's a true.
You have to go to customs.
Once I'm there, like it'll be fun.
Yeah, the thing with UK meetup is like no one in the UK. I don't really talk to many people in the UK anymore. Like, there's a few people I talk to, but not often enough to like that we meet up. So if I want to meet up with people I talk to, I have to fly to America for that.
A meetup
would be kind of like a big cost to do that.
Like I would love to meet up with more people because like there was one weekend last year where a couple of my online friends actually came to me, or rather, I think they came to where I am now. I'm in university somewhere else, but I went home for that weekend. Right. And we all just met up. They had like a hotel where they stayed at, and I just stayed at my own house because I could. It was like one of the best weekends ever. Just getting to hang out with these people.
No, meeting online friends is like the best days ever.
It's
definitely like these are people I talk with so much online, and now we just get to hang out in person, walk around together, do some stuff, and just be total goofs. It's
my first meetup was in 2018. I met
the first ones. I think we talked about it with Tech. The first one's always so like
the first person I ever met
parents always want to verify that.
Exactly. The first person I ever met in person was Juniper, because we were just.
You would think it's awkward for longer, but it's only awkward for like 2 minutes.
Yeah,
and then it's just you immediately. Yeah.
Yeah, saying you see this person,
it was just like, what the hell? Why are you so tall? And then we were just chill after that. We had like breakfast together.
Yeah, and she was like, "Why are you 4'8"?
Before, right?
Yeah, I was saying I remember
I just want
watching.
to say, Juniper, if you're here or watching the VOD, I'll never forget how you paid for our breakfast. That was so kind of you. You did not have to do that. You insisted. I said I would pay.
She was like, "No, pay." That's nice. Yeah.
My
I
first
think
first person I met was either Scorpion, GD, or Wave. I can't remember which one came
think-
first.
I've met a fair amount of people now. I think I keep a list somewhere. Like I have a role on my Discord server of everyone who I've met called Real Person.
We have a group chat where we plan stuff. We're gonna do a meetup soon.
I met GeoBlitz, if you know them.
I think I've heard of them.
They make funny videos. I met SMJS, who does a lot of like hackery stuff. They were just in town, so I decided to say hi. I think the rest are people you probably wouldn't know.
I think I've met. My first meetup was
Juniper.
Hexeract. I don't talk to him anymore. I don't think. I met Space UK, the only person to meet Space UK. Yeah. I went. He was building a PC, and I went to his house, and of course, his PC is already conveniently unplugged and on the floor, and he's like, "Right, we're building a new one." And we built a PC.
No,
and...
I thought you were gonna say it's gonna be like, hey, can you show me your geometry dash skills? Sorry, no, I'm building a new PC right now. Can't play geometry dash.
No, and he built it right. And he was like, "Yeah, let's boot up GD, let's play." And this is a clean install Windows. I watched this hard drive like be unwrapped from its packaging, and he was really good. Like he learned the end of
thing
QP
about hackers.
so fast.
You can't.
I was like, "No, there's
Space
no
UK is
way."
still like he can beat an extreme demon. He just chooses not to.
He's just lazy.
For some reason, I think people have the impression like that he's the kind of kid on the playground who would be like, "Oh, I can beat all the demon levels in geometry dash." Okay, take out your phone. Can you show me? No, sorry. I don't have the game installed right now.
Yeah.
Like we all know one of those people.
Yeah.
That was everyone in middle school.
Well,
there was this one kid back in like middle school who claimed he was like the #1 pro of Clash of Clans, but it turns out he never even played the game. So we just started asking him questions that make no sense. Like, "Oh, did you unlock the wolf pack yet? How many wolves do you have in your pack?" "Oh, I have thousands already." We're just laughing at each other like, "There's no wolves in Clash of Clans. There's no wolves."
He's like, "Oh no, guys, sorry, it's a beta feature that I'm testing right now."
Yeah,
for developers.
exactly. Very smooth.
The thing about meetups that always like was funny is, especially when I met with Space UK, and you never see his face. I'd never seen his face. It's just like Space UK's voice is coming out of this guy. This is so weird.
That's like every faceless person on YouTube.
Yeah. I mean,
Like,
especially if you meet up with somebody with a really bad mic,
or just a really iconic voice.
That too, yeah.
Well, like, who are some YouTubers that have like really notable voices but don't show?
Probably MatPat or something. I don't know.
Everyone knows MatPat's face.
I don't know.
Maybe like
voice.
3 blue 1 brown, I guess.
It's like
I don't know.
Or
who's it? Quackity.
I get enough comments about mine.
I would say Bill Wirtz, but he used to show his face in like all of his old vines.
Guys, he was on the H3 podcast.
Who are the two people in chat saying C?
Yeah,
You're obviously new gens.
Bill Wirtz was.
I haven't seen the diss tracks.
I saw him on Anthony Padilla's video. I didn't see him on the H3 podcast.
I think he was. I think he was on the H3 podcast a couple of years ago.
Oh yeah, 5 years ago. You're right.
Yeah.
I think I saw the guy who did Daily Dose of Internet.
Oh yeah, Daily Dose of Internet. That's a good example. Or
yeah.
Phoenix
he
SC
looks like
as
the
well.
opposite.
Dream.
Dude, Dream killed. He should never have face revealed. Like, why did he do that?
That was his entire brand.
Oh,
that's like Twitter renaming itself to X.
I don't even care about the face reveal. If he wants to show his face, whatever. Like I could like pretend to just be a Fox person, but I show my face because I don't really give that much of a shit. It's just that he doesn't upload anymore. He entirely keeps his channel alive off of the clout that he is Dream, but he does nothing to maintain that popularity. He doesn't post anymore.
Oh yeah.
He used to get so many views.
Like he doesn't.
I watch every single one of
his
his
videos. He could do fine if he just made
then.
stuff, but now he's trying to hold on to like, "Oh, you love me because I'm Dream." Okay, make some fucking videos.
Yeah.
Yeah, he kind of killed a lot of the stigma around him when he face revealed IMO, but
yeah,
because he could have rode that train forever.
Like,
he literally could have rode it forever.
I don't know why he did it. I guess he just like, I guess it was just building up or something.
It definitely had to have been that.
Because like,
but like he could have been around in public and no one would have known. Like,
yeah.
I guess he wanted to like be featured around other YouTubers or something, and like he was just boiling.
Think anyone's ever recognized RobTop?
Oh,
I think Tanji went to the same college as him, but it was way after he left.
Really?
Something like that. Yeah.
RobTop lore goes crazy.
It was like the same building.
I'm obviously not going to dig too much into like personal stuff, even though I have found some things, but like I respect it.
Oh, I have too.
Yeah. Like I love the fact that he's just like chilling on a farm now.
Yeah.
Well, he's like a farmer.
Yeah, he's playing
he just
IRL
has like
Stardew
Valley.
Valley.
A ranch. Dude, he should get like chickens or something.
Yeah, I've seen that college video he did. That's a classic. I love how RobTop looks different in every image and video of himself.
What the fuck is the RobTop brain implant?
Yeah, RobTop looks different in like every piece of media.
What the fuck are you talking about?
You haven't seen it?
Oh, you're talking about this. Video. Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
You cannot tell me that's a RobTop.
Dude, what the fuck?
But like, it's so on character for him. Like, the way
he looks like a Swedish
Jackass.
version of the guy from The Greatest Freak Out Ever.
Mm-hmm.
Dude, that's so weird.
No. Oh yeah. When I leaked his IP in that video, that's just the IP of his servers. By the way, everyone knows that. The way your servers work is by getting that IP. Yeah, Rob is
192 or whatever.
I think he posted on the Discord saying once he was like eating dinner at like a restaurant and he heard someone talking about geometrydash. Oh, I love Jerda, who says indie game developers only have like 6 images of themselves on the internet. That's so true.
Yeah, unless you're Edmund McMillan.
Toby Fox, Scott Cawthon. No, that's hilarious.
Edmund McMillan is one of my favorite.
No, if you have more images of yourself, people are just going to cherry pick 6, and those will be the only images of you that exist.
Yeah.
How long have we been going for now?
I think
3 hours.
Yeah. All right, whatever. Let's just do 9 more minutes. Let's hit 3 hours. Might as well.
I'm happy to go for as long as you want.
I gotta eat dinner.
I gotta eat too. Otherwise,
I'm just thinking about what to eat.
Oh shit! Yeah, I haven't had dinner yet. It's 1 a.m.
Oh my god!
What do you guys have?
At that point, I would just sleep. I wouldn't bother.
No, I have to get my calories
dude, I can't sleep hungry. It's impossible.
Yeah, in university, I had a roommate who not a roommate. We just shared the same area, but like this guy would like be up at like 3 a.m. microwaving stuff, and he always had earbuds in, so he just wasn't aware of the noise he's making. So it's like 3 a.m. I'm laying in bed because sometimes I really struggle to fall asleep. Like I often have too much energy built up. I'm just laying in bed. Stomp, 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 stomp. Fridge opens. Stomp, stomp, stomp. Microwave opens. Put something in. He does know to stop the microwave before it beeps, so I will give him that. And like the next morning, you just see there's like, I don't know, there's just like a pack of bagels open.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was the case in my parents' house.
This morning, it was like probably 6 a.m. I went into the kitchen to make a sandwich because I was still awake, and there were people making breakfast.
I'm never up until like 10 or 11 now, and I just don't eat breakfast. It's one more meal to figure out, so I just skip it entirely and go right to lunch.
I know. I don't like skipping.
Figuring out what to eat for lunch is already enough for me. I don't need to do that twice a day.
I feel I just have like 4 lunches that I can make, and I just go for one of them.
Yeah.
I might make some burgers tonight. I have some ground beef in the fridge.
Ooh, that's fun.
I made smash burgers with a friend.
Yeah.
The other,
sounds like
I mean, the burgers came out fine. They just weren't smashed enough. I'll show.
I have this one personal recipe for if I just have like a chicken breast lying around. I'll just make like the most funny plate ever. You basically just like throw chicken on like a pan or something, and then you just add so much random stuff to it, and somehow it works. Oh, that looks really good! Wow,
dude, I know my shit, man. Like I understand cooking philosophy.
I do really like the bun.
Yeah, that's a mild effect going on right there.
It's a toasted brioche, I think.
You got to teach me your ways. Holy shit, I want that in my mouth right now.
Ironically, it wasn't seasoned enough though. Like the meat. Just need to do that.
Oh yeah, no.
I should probably also put the cheese on the patties while they're like
Yeah.
You have to
finalizing
do
and
it while they're
cooking.
cooking.
NyQuil. yeah, making NyQuil
Yeah.
chicken.
I mean, look, this is the second burger I've ever made in my life. People are
that's
not going
pretty
to believe
good.
me. People are not going to believe that, but it's true. So I think I'm already off to a good start.
Yeah, I just make pasta, and I'm getting progressively better at making pasta to the point where I'm like a master of
That
making
cheese looks like that because it's Gouda.
dishes.
I want to learn to make like a good mac and cheese because I like mac and cheese, but it's just so messy to make.
Yeah, the sauce. I think a lot of people slip up with the sauce.
Yeah,
That's like the hard
Comeback
bit.
sauce is like the
well,
easiest shit
that's
ever
the
to make.
and cheese.
Yeah, that is the whole and cheese, and mac is like you're all
Dude,
getting
if
the
you're
same
lazy
mac,
enough, just literally season a chicken breast and just air fry it. Like if you're
Yeah.
really
yeah.
you know, air frying
Chickens,
salmon
you can't
is
really go wrong.
super easy.
Oh yeah,
Salmon
we
as
did
well.
that a couple
Salmon's
Oh
got so
times.
much
yeah,
protein.
dude, it's
Our
so good, man.
Our apartment had an air fryer, so every now and then we would just buy a piece of salmon and just throw it in the air fryer, and that would be our dinner.
It's
Yeah.
really
Sometimes
good.
it'd be enough for lunch the next day as well, which is nice.
I remember I was
good
eating
and
it
it
one time,
works.
and my friend was like, "Dude, you're gonna get mercury poisoning." I'm like, "Excuse me?" And he's like, and I looked up. I'm like, "Wow, 0.05 micrograms per fillet." I'm like, okay. Yeah, I mean, he was kidding,
Cool.
but he wasn't
Yeah.
wrong. about
Ketchup
the
and mac and
mercury.
cheese is a war crime. I sometimes put siracha on my mac and cheese. I'm one of those people.
No,
That
yeah,
makes
it
sense.
helps cut through if the mac and cheese and like seasoned.
It's a really good contrast compared to ketchup, which is just
Yeah.
weird.
I don't have any like weird food things that I do. Maybe
Oh, yeah.
there was one weird one where I would eat only a couple goldfish, like no more than 3 or 4, and then just immediately down it with water. I don't know why.
Oh, like a
It's just how I
pill.
liked it. No, not like a pill. Like I'd chew them up and then just immediately down it. I don't know. That was
That's
like
weird.
semi weird.
I don't judge people who do different things with their food. Everyone
Fries
has
and
their own
milkshake is
tastes.
fine.
Yeah, everyone has
Yeah.
their own tastes. Do
As long
whatever
as
the hell
you're,
you
like,
want,
eating
as long as you
enough.
enjoy it.
Yeah, fair
Yeah.
enough.
As long as it's not like
As long as you're
really, really
healthy,
weird.
who really cares how you're getting to that point?
yeah.
Oh, I made butter chicken one time. It turned out really good.
Oh,
Butter
that sounds
chicken is
fun.
like so good.
It does take a little bit to make though.
Yeah, but most of that is just waiting.
I've heard that one of the hardest things to make is baklava.
Oh yeah, but that's like
Yeah.
4,000 layer like pastry shit.
It's like
What are you
paper
thinking
thin
of attempting
layered.
it? Honestly,
not
having
anytime soon.
yeah, you need like a
I
really
gotta-
good oven for that.
I need a second to head out. I'll be back in like 30 seconds? Question mark.
Sure.
We have
Yeah.
3 minutes left until we end.
No, yeah, I've had a really good mac and cheese before, and I think it had chicken stock and mustard, but like whole grain mustard added to the sauce, and it was so good.
The guy who likes ketchup and Cheez-Its, you're banned.
Ketchup and cheese it, stop.
You're banned.
Actually, no.
Yeah,
I'm
I don't
thinking about
cook
that's,
a
like,
whole lot. I mean,
horrifying.
I make eggs like every day because it's
You
just
make
easy
eggs?
protein and carbs.
I eat obscenely like too much. My
Like eggs
metabolism
with
is
a
so
everything
fast.
bagel.
I can just eat like 3,500 calories in a day, and I just don't gain weight. It's insane.
Back again.
I don't either. Like I do. Okay, this I tell people this and they freak out, but there was a period of time where I would eat 5 eggs in one sitting.
Oh my god.
No,
Scrambled.
when I
with and everything bagel with cream cheese.
That's huge. That's a lot
Yeah.
of
when
eggs.
And
when
they're
I
like,
have
bro, you're gonna die. I'm like,
Whenever people
I
talk about
have
ungodly amounts
a
of
normal
eggs,
sized dinner.
sorry, go on.
When I have a normal sized dinner, it'll be like a full fillet of salmon, and I'll also have like 150 grams of pasta with it, like uncooked. And
Uncooked.
then I'll have like more shit on top of that, and I'll still be hungry at the end of it. And I'm still like, my metabolism
yeah.
is just.
I mean,
two
what I do
doses.
is I'm fine eating a little bit less than what would satisfy me if it means that it solves lunch for the next day. Sometimes I'll
Yeah.
just make
Oh, yeah,
something
yeah.
that I can split
That's
across
true.
2 days because then I
I've
don't have
thought
to
about
worry
meal
about it.
prepping too. I've thought about that so many times.
I just try to carry certain things over.
Yeah.
Whenever I hear someone talk about eating ungodly amount of eggs, have any of you seen the clip where Doug talks about Egg Day? It just lives in my head rent free.
Egg Day.
It's supposedly some day where you just have to eat like, we don't know how many it is, maybe like 24 eggs in one day. The only rule is you have to eat that many eggs in one day. Do it however you want.
Have you seen the people that drink eggs?
Yeah, that's a thing.
I'd prefer if I didn't.
Dude, Ronnie Coleman would eat only egg whites and cheese seasoning for his breakfast.
It's like the Rock will just like.
Someone asked about rice. I don't really like rice unless it's like fried rice.
I love rice.
Fried rice once.
You know,
I like rice, but it's never the central part of something. It's just.
I've heard that Rice Krispie treats is like a decent source of carbs because it's mainly just rice, and so like it's an easy snack if you're just lazy and don't want to cook. I'm not sure how much validity there is behind that, but I've heard that. We have 5 seconds until 3 hours.
5 seconds, guys.
That's
all right.
crazy.
Are we going to wrap up then? What's going on?
Yeah, in a second.
Also, I'd like to mention, I did find the Iceberg on your community posts where you had made an iceberg basically for your channel. Is this ever going to be explained?
Mine?
Yeah.
Oh, sure. I'd be happy to.
Because like, there's so many things that I tried to research and there was just nothing.
Is this the updated version? Because I made 2 versions.
I'm not sure. This is just one I found on your community tab from like a year ago, maybe.
What is the January 21st, 2020 incident?
I would honestly be happy to explain this iceberg. I feel like it's more satisfying to give answers than to just never say anything.
Yeah. We have time for a couple of them.
Sure. Do you want to put it up on the screen?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sure.
Let's do that so people aren't confused.
Yeah, let's do a quick rundown.
This is exclusive material right here.
Shall we start at the bottom? Just so...
No.
We're starting at the top. Okay, yeah, fine. That's blasphemy, I guess.
Okay, so we'll kind of speed run through this. But the creeper icon is the black and orange creeper that I used to use before I beat Theory 2. Sub-Zero coins, I bitched enough for RobTop to change them. Poo Sub Police, I had this running joke where when people use the wrong Poo Sub font because there's a different one that's just like wrong, it pissed me off. But I made such a big deal out of it to the point that we're like, it just become an echo chamber of you're using the wrong Poo Sub, and people would spam it in other comment sections. I even tried to encourage it a bit, which was awful. The damage still isn't fully undone. Tubular 9, we explained this earlier. It's just my shitpost channel. Femicolon is just my character as a girl because everyone has that, right? Definitely have
that ends up happening.
Yeah.
It's funny. It leads to interesting reactions. And sometimes it's just what you want in the moment. I'm not like to clear anything up, I am happy as a boy.
Oh yeah. No, I get what you mean.
It's just a fun idea. GD Cologne, I got Woolsey to say it for my GD Shorts video, and it's took off ever since, and I like it because it's kind of like not colon. $30 website's the other website I made. I came up with the idea sometime in quarantine and was like, no, this is a stupid idea. And then I got bored. So a month later I made it anyways, and it absolutely took off.
We were using it last night.
Yeah, I remember that.
It's a fun little program. I like the constraints of it. I don't want to turn it into like a full music composer. It was never even meant to be made for music. It was supposed to just be sound effects. But I added pitch shifting as a joke and people went crazy from there. Then I kind of added highly requested features to make like life easier for people, like changing the volume of individual sounds. And it's still going strong. And thanks for reminding me the domain expires in a week and I should probably renew it. My biggest mistake, the problem with $30 website was originally it was just gdcolon.com/moi emoji. So when it became mainstream, everyone thought the website was called GD Colon. And I was like, no, that's just me. So that's why I changed the link to $30 website. Ampersand was a nickname that I had a long time ago because it's like another punctuation mark. Treacherous Trials is a game I developed for my friend's birthday in 1 week. It's like a 9 circles-ish themed platformer game. Still one of my proudest projects ever. I love it. Go play it. It's very short. #Wrecked was from, what was that from again? Yeah, that was from What Not to Put in Your Custom Level. I'm like, it's an example of a shitty death effect. Do you have a central website? Yeah, just gdcolon.com. Dunsparce is, I don't know why, but I think this started with, there's a Pokemon episode where a guy's like, my Dunsparce is bigger than your Dunsparce is. And I was like 12. So it was the funniest shit in the world. And then it became a character on my channel and like took over my channel while I was at summer camp or whatever. And that also happened at the same time as the Orange Room, which was like, I think it was like River Siver inspired. I just kind of PNG tubered myself in like this shitty MS Paint room that I made with like an image of Vaporeon or just whatever running joke was going on at the time.
Yeah.
Lofi is Lofi Bones on Twitter. They're a absolutely fantastic artist. I've had the honor of knowing them for many years now. They've done a lot of art for my channel. They did all the character sprites. They did my little VTuber guy I used to use and lots more stuff. They're easily one of the most talented people I know and just a overall great person. I love them so much. They're amazing. The Colony is my old Discord server. Did not last very long. I think it used to be Juniper's server, then I took it over. Zoo is easily my number one proudest programming project I've ever made. It's a Discord bot that's kind of like, it's a sort of idle game that gets crazier the further you get into it. It's a total passion project. If you search up like, I think you can just search for it on the Discord like application thing, whatever it is, the directory, or just look up gdcolon.com/zoo. I love it. I still develop it. Punctuation Shrine is my current Discord server, which is for channel members only. Channel banner references. If you go to my channel banner, it's just filled with. I am a big sucker for channel banners that don't have any text on them. So instead, I just fill it with a bunch of references, very like Aliens Rock styled. We actually updated it recently to update my icon set and change a few more things. So you'll see there's a bunch of like recognizable GD icons. There's some Fumos of my friends. There's like a Miku. There's a
I was looking at that yesterday.
Coin.
There's a lot of different stuff.
I'm gonna get a snack while I'm still listening though.
There's like a Rhythm Heaven thing, Miku, a couple weapons from games. I think the could have sworn there was an Isaac reference, but no, that's Necrodancer. Intro messages. Back when I had one of those obnoxious flashy intros, like every little YouTuber.
Oh yeah.
I did this thing where I'd hide a message in for like exactly 3 frames, and it would just be a different message in every video.
Oh yeah.
Art commissions. I just commission a lot of art, mostly from friends, just because I have a lot of friends who are artists, and I want to support them, and I also want to get cool art in the process. Moana phase. For a while, Moana was a running joke for some reason, and I'd keep making like Maui jokes or whatever. Eventually, Juniper and I did a charity stream where we read the entire Moana script, and I even sang. Club Colon was my old Discord server, which I didn't know how to moderate at the time, so it was just filled with like really inappropriate, not okay stuff, and I didn't moderate it because I was like, oh, I saw this guy in my comments section once. He's cool. I don't want to ban him.
Yeah, Discord servers have a way of just being complete catastrophes.
Like this was fully unmoderated. Terraria Upside Down was a series I did where it's Terraria, but you're permanently upside down. Many people have went on to do it. I just wasn't interested in continuing it, so I didn't. Jaden was a friend of Juniper, and the way I discovered her in the first place. It's been a while since I've heard from him, but he is doing well. He's completely ditched the GD community, and I think he had some rough moments between him and Juniper. They're cool people.
All right.
What's my phone buzzing?
I'm back.
Awesome screen recorder is, that joke comes from, I made a video called like worst screen recorders to use for geometrydash, and I had like a fake awesome screen recorder watermark. Then I got bored one period in school, so I bought the domain a while ago, but just made it redirect to gdcolon.com because it was so cheap. And then a couple years later, I was like, wait, I can actually make this an actual thing. So I, in like one free period at school, I coded an actual screen recorder website under that name, where, because you know how you can like share your screen on web browsers? It uses that API, and it intentionally adds tons of lag and stuff. Channel takeovers. I used to go to a summer camp and with no access to internet, so I scheduled some videos. Once it was taken over by Dunsparce, once it was taken over by the old Creeper GD Cologne. It was just to get some content out. Beans Hopper is the level I made for the game Rhythm Doctor. I got to play around with like their beta editor before the game fully released, and they thought I was making some cool stuff with it, so they allowed me to make a full mini game that actually ended up in the final game. and it's the bane of many people's existence because you have to get 60 points in it for an achievement, and it can be pretty tough. XX Cool Guy XX is a character from my GD story levels in a nutshell video, which was one that was completely improvised, and it's still one of my favorite videos on the channel, just making fun of all those cube story levels. I think you can still see his icon on my channel banner. 60 coin icon. I don't remember what icon you get for 60 coins. I think that's the crate icon. Because if it's the, hold on, let me check this right now. 60 coin icon. Shit. Yeah, that's the crate icon. At some point I changed my icon from the creeper to the crate, and I used that icon for a short period. You can see it in my Theory 2 video. Then I switched to the boo icon after. Bop It. There was a stream where I beat Bop It, and then I uploaded a video treating it like it was an extreme demon completion. RD Colon is an extra channel I have where I upload some Rhythm Doctor levels that I like that haven't been uploaded in other places yet. It's got a great community. People make really cool. No, Norca's icon is 60 user coins. But yeah, Rhythm Doctor community is awesome. And sometimes I'd want to show people levels, but they've never been uploaded, so I'd post them there. Wizardly, really old GD YouTuber. Was friends with them. They've since vanished, but they made some interesting videos. Geometrical Pixel Dash is that Mario themed GD copy that I shared in GD copies once. I would later go on to actually port this game over to actual GD on the Rob's Basement account, which was really awesome. It was really hard to do though, because the way they construct their levels is they group multiple objects together, and then they'll like apply a transformation to the whole group, like a rotation. So you have to do the math to like get that working for everything in the group. GD Wikipedia article. If you go to that article, I voiced it. Yeah. Geometrical Pixel Dash is update 6.9. They made multiple reskins of the game that all stole texture packs. Like they all stole actual GD texture packs. But yeah, I voiced the GD Wikipedia article. Very easy to do. Brace is simply the name of the fox guy you see in all my videos. No, his name is technically Colon, but it's actually Brace. We'll leave it at that. Slash is my older brother's username, which led to me becoming Colon. GD Colon survey is I put once I was really bored, so I put it a giant Google form with a bunch of really stupid questions, and there was no payoff. I never revealed the results, but I have them. GD versus real life is a video I made that was a parody of the Minecraft versus real life, and it got taken down for a copyright strike. Which was a pretty bullshit copyright strike, by the way. It was the only video of mine to get taken down by copyright. Juniper would later go on to make her own version of this, and looking back at the video, I actually managed to recover the file after many, many years because YouTube actually somehow saved a copy. Like the video is copyright struck, but if you go into like YouTube's editor, the video is still there. And it was a very, very bad taste video. There were a lot of jokes that like were just not okay to be making. So I'm kind of glad that it doesn't exist anymore.
Yeah.
Envy Jazz. Envy wrote a little jazz track a while back, and it was my menu loop, but he never actually uploaded that track anywhere. So it was on like Patreon or something. So people kept asking for my menu loop. Eventually it's been uploaded though. Junadin is a Juniper and Jaden ship was kind of messed up. I drew an image for it and it became like the definitive Junadin image. 17 is I made a video called RobTop Hates 17 where I found some weird bug with the counter trigger, and I still don't know what caused that, but I haven't actually looked back at that video in ages. Weed is Illuminati, first video I ever uploaded to my channel. It's unlisted now, but it is there. I don't know why I made it. It was made in Google Drawings. GD Colon Kitsune Uwu. I asked people to just randomly search that up on YouTube to see if we could get it to the top of search, and it actually worked, and people made a lot of videos with that title. YouTube intros. I had 2 really obnoxious intros in the past. I don't use them anymore. Minor Care Less is a Minecraft parody of the song Wish I Could Write More and Care Less from Rhythm Doctor. I made a custom level for it. It's one of the most popular levels on the Steam Workshop. And if you want to hear me sing a Minecraft parody, go there or check my second channel. 90s Decision is the other level I made for Rhythm Doctor. They asked me to make another official level or just to decorate one. This was for a collaboration with MuseDash. So I got to make that level, and people say it's their favorite level in the game, which is a huge honor. but I also owe a lot of thanks to the people who actually charted it. The Household is another one of Juniper's Discord server. Not even I remember much about it, but it existed. Okay, here's the fun stuff. I'm sorry this took so long.
No, that's fine.
Theory 2 video hacked is people believe that I hacked my Theory 2 video because there was no ending sound effect, because my screen recorder didn't record sound, so I had to add all the sounds manually. So the ending sound effects were wrong, and I played a sound effect every time I collected a coin because I thought it would be cool, and people thought that meant that it was hacked. But like, who gives a shit? It's theory of everything too. Phil was, when people were bullying me for being a quote unquote furry on Twitter, I decided to change my account to just become Phil, which was just a generic white guy. Like, hi, I'm Phil. I love eating. I'm Phil. I love my children. I love eating bread. Blah 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 blah. And I think even like Viprin was playing along with it and like interacting with me. What followed the Phil event would be my biggest regret in life, but we'll get to that later. Nicole Gaming, another Rhythm Doctor reference. I just made that my Steam profile for like a year for no reason. I will rip your pants off. For some reason, there is an image circulating around. It's a Gacha Life edit of my character with Amor Ultra, and I'm saying I will rip your pants off. And I've tried to get this image off the internet. It keeps showing up. 177013 in most videos. It's the funny number. If you know, you know. Don't Google it, but I hide it. When I need a random number or something funny to hide in my video, I'll do that. Like maybe I'll hide it by like, I'll show like a screenshot of level, but that will be the download count. Singing screams. I used to do some streams where I would just sing random songs like You're Welcome from Moana because I thought it would be funny. I used to have a half decent singing voice. Now that's long gone. Shadow of Dark is I think they were the first person to ever comment on one of my YouTube videos, and they were a very active commenter back when I had like 10 subscribers. They have since just vanished. Last online 10 years ago. Come back. You supported me when no one else would. Scarlett's another character I made. You don't see her in any videos, and you rarely see her on social media, but I have quite a bit of art of her, and I like her. She's cool. I actually properly designed her as a character, unlike Colon, which sort of just came from lots of random fan arts. GD Wiki posts. When I first started GD, I used to be very active in the GD Wiki forums. I remember a lot of people there. They had like a live chat, basically predating Discord, and I would just hang out with people, and we were all like 12 years old. Hashtag Koolon was a couple years ago for April Fools. I pretended to go full VTuber mode, just giving like, I don't know, pretending to be like a professional VTuber. And that was the NSFW tag I created, which there was nothing actually there other than shit posts and like one or two weird drawings that weren't that bad. Moana charity stream. I mentioned this earlier. Juniper and I did that together where we just read the Moana script. Yeah. Okay, here's what you're here for. Colin plays MC Disaster. In April Fools, my first ever April Fools video, I think it was like 2015, I just pretended to become a Minecraft channel because back then Minecraft was cringe and anyone who liked Minecraft was stupid. So I was like, haha, guys, I'm a Minecraft YouTuber. It's so funny. And I even went as far as to change my channel name to Colin Plays MC. But because of that, I got stuck with that name for 3 months. Yeah. The way it works though is like this. You can change your name 3 times in a 3-month period before you get the cooldown. So my username used to be --dash, like it's like in hyphens. But what happened was I decided to change it to GD Colon as a test. And then I changed it back once I knew it worked. And then when April Fools came around, I changed it to Colin Plays MC. And then because of that, I got the cooldown. But luckily, by transferring my channel, instead of making my channel tied to my email, I turned it into like a brand account and transferred it, which let me change the name. Thank God. But in the moment, I had like an absolute meltdown. I was crying. I was freaking out because I was like 12.
Yeah.
Dunsparce Bloodstain. During the whole Dunsparce era, there was, I think after he took over the channel, I like threw a mug at him because that was also a running joke. and then you see like him like bleeding and like walking off screen, but you could still see like I left that blood stain in as like very faintly in all of my future videos using the room. But I don't know how obvious it is. You might be able to, like, I'm red-green colorblind, so it's really hard for me to see, but you guys could probably see it.
Yeah. I'm also colorblind, so I wouldn't know.
Yeah. Character lore, my character Colin actually has like a fuck ton of lore that I've just been like cooking up behind the scenes, but no one gets to hear it. That's like, if you want to hear my character lore, that's my 7 heart event. Woolsey alt account, I jokingly made a community post just saying like, whoa, it's Woolsey. The GD Cologne social experiment is now over. I wanted to see how people would treat people who pretend to be furries. It was actually me, Woolsey, running this channel the entire time. And I think I got a DM from Woolsey asking if he could play into it a little more, but it never went anywhere. Island of the Giant Pokemon is a Pokemon episode in season 1 where the Pokemon communicate through subtitles. So I jokingly made an edit where I basically changed all of their subtitles to be saying much worse things. And then I uploaded it to YouTube and it got taken down, obviously. So I uploaded it to Google Drive instead and then made a YouTube video saying watch it here, which is very against TOS. So that disappeared as well, but I still have the video and it's stupid.
Yeah.
I'll do the bottom right first. Sesho Seki is this is more of a joke one. A couple of years ago, I think in 2020, there was said to be a rock in Japan that was holding like that was like containing like an ancient kitsune spirit. And then one day the rock disappeared and everyone was like, oh my God, he's out in the world now, which also happened to be around the time that I started like embracing the fox stuff a little more. Right. And then finally, January 21st, 2020, after the Phil thing where I pretended to be Phil, I doubled down and just turned into a full furry. I was like, hey guys, I'm a furry now. Ooh, ooh, rar. And then I just continued to tweet worse and worse stuff to the point that I was like, I posted some images that just were absolutely not okay to be posting. And then
the mask off.
So many YouTubers lost so much respect for me that day. And I think it's completely deserved. Fortunately, I've kind of fixed up my reputation since then, but like that was an awful thing to be doing. We all thought it was like so funny in the moment. Some people were encouraging me, but I take full responsibility. That was
no, I know what that's like. Yeah.
There was some not okay stuff being posted. There you go. There's your fucking iceberg.
There we go. Wow, I wasn't expecting the whole iceberg. That's crazy. Thank you.
It's fun to talk about this stuff. That was nice. Might as well.
Yeah.
3 hours and 21 minutes.
Yeah.
Wow.
Well,
I'm starving.
I'm pretty hungry too.
Oh my God.
I ordered Uber Eats just now.
Dude, look at this. I caved. Look at this.
I try to avoid Uber Eats, but like...
Oh, no, yeah, but
sometimes.
I'm like... It's 1:30.
All right, I will say this before we end. I used Uber Eats one time 5 years ago. They have not stopped fucking emailing me every day since, being like,
my God.
Please come back. We miss you.
That's every business now.
I know. I laugh about it, though. It's like, no, you miss the money. You don't miss me. Shut up.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm crunching in the mic.
We value you as a customer.
We value you as a customer. Yeah. Well, you know what I think I'm going to do now? I think I'm going to eat dinner. I think that's wraps.
Yeah, that was a lot of fun. Thank you.
I enjoyed that.
Honor to be on here. What you guys are doing.
Yeah, honored to have you on here as well.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Definitely.
I was a little. What's the word? I was a little. What the fuck is the word? I'm blanking.
You were a little boy.
A little.
No. I don't know the word, but. I did more research than I normally did for this one because
that's cool.
Respect factor. Mm-hmm. I wanted to really try to make it interesting.
And we spent the whole thing talking about
Finn helped me too, obviously. But
yeah.
And then half of it's like, what the fuck is MrBeast's channel now?
No, that was a fun conversation.
Oh no, well that's
this is exactly what I wanted.
This is what the podcast
more
should
conversation, less interview.
I think Ice Cave really carried the stream though.
Oh yeah, for sure. He didn't even say a whole word, and he spoke so much.
Left him speechless.
Obviously, his presence just spoke for itself. I think. Yeah. That's a shame he couldn't be here, but I can assure people actually he does have a good reason not to be here. It's not like he's just not
He'll
turning
be here
up.
in the future.
Oh, wait. Before
Yeah.
the stream ends, I set this joke up earlier, so I have to pay it off. No, I'm not a furry.
Well,
there you go. Your questions
well,
answered. Your confusion solved. There you go.
you should make a video called like clearing the air. It's just like you building it up, just
addressing
being like
the allegations,
just like going around it for 5 minutes, and then finally at the end being like, "I'm not a furry." And then
being a furry is like it's like a whole subculture. It's kind of something you identify as, and I just have this character. That's about as far as
you just kind of have it like as an avatar. You're not really,
like no.
Yeah.
It's not like I dislike people who are furries.
No,
I mean personally, I think some of the stuff they do is a little kind of uncomfortable to me. But like, if that's what makes them happy, whatever. They're all in IT anyways, so we're bros.
Yeah,
but yeah, I'm not.
That is
myself.
true. I've heard
I just have the character.
If a plane full of furries crashed, I think the IT industry
that post. I love
down.
it. I share that post like every other week.
Yeah.
Breaking my silence. Let's talk.
Oh my god! Do not go to a Kekton stream. Don't listen to him.
Can we get one last look at the Fumos on my end? There they are.
Oh yeah, let's get one last look.
Goodbye, everyone.
Yeah. Goodbye,
everybody.
It's been real.
Yeah, it's been real. Imagine my hand waving.
Oh, I really enjoyed this one. I feel kind of bad for UFWM though. I feel like he got a major disservice on his episode, but he'll be back at some point for redemption. I'll tell you that.
Yeah,
I really appreciate you coming on. Like really. My expectations keep getting annihilated because I thought Kermal wouldn't come on, and he did. I thought you wouldn't come on, and you did. I thought this person. I thought Tech wouldn't.
And you know
who's
either. Getting all these people on? Yeah, exactly. No, that's what I'm saying. Like,
well, no, like I just didn't expect it. You know.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Definitely. It's not much that I'm scared to ask, is that I'm just surprised that they want to, you know? Oh god, Doritos in my throat, that whole sentence.
Yeah, if only you guys knew what was coming up. Ooh.
Finn and I have both reached out to a lot of people, and there are a lot of the next guest, I mean,
we can tell you who.
I don't think the next guest has ever been on an interview ever. And the next one after that has only been on one other interview ever, so.
Yeah.
I asked Mindcap if I could do that, and he was like, let me do mine first.
No, and he would be so nice.
I'm like, that's fair, yeah. I will tell you, I'll give you the list. I want to see what you think before we get out of here. This is in no order. Fuck, there's a... I'm definitely going to leave some stuff out because we have way too many people upcoming. I'm really excited for some of them.
Yeah. No,
Yeah, I did. Isn't that insane? Did you know that statistically 97% of people... Oh, I'm so hungry. I'm so hungry.
Yeah, no. Yeah.
I'm definitely missing some in that message too. Dude, the first one in that message, totally shocked that he was like,
"Oh yeah,
that actually seems like a pretty."
They were just like, "Yeah, sure, yeah."
Yeah, I reached out to them on Twitter about it, and I only have one mutual friend with them on Discord, so I could tell he is a busy man. That's for sure. Sacha would be sick. Thanks for that idea. But yeah, I appreciate you coming on. We've been dragging it out just because, we enjoy this.
Yeah.
But I think it's finally time that I eat dinner because I'm hungry AF.
Yeah.
And I want to play some Roblox or something and just relax.
Yeah, I'm gonna.
Really, I should work on a video, but you know how my ego manifests itself.
Yeah, I'm waiting until I'm just back home from uni and I can like.
Oh yeah, I need to do the Isaac. Well, after I get
focus
dinner
to do videos.
I'm gonna predict it's gonna be Star of Bethlehem or something. All right, there you go. Eat up, Iceberg boy. Be quiet. Goodbye, everybody. By the way, guys,
Yeah,
I will let you guys know right before we end. Please don't feel afraid to suggest guests and suggest questions and topics for future guests and community posts and tweets and stuff like that, because we're going to start pulling stuff from people on Twitter, from people on YouTube.
Yeah,
and,
your questions will be asked.
Just want to let that be known.
Yeah.
I will see you guys in a week when my favorite Dutch man joins the podcast. That's your only hint. I'll see you guys later. Bye-bye.